I can finally use this.
You look kind of like God, Belry, because you've got the light shining in. Ah. So, that is you. Have you not seen the Belry emotes? Have you been away before we got them? Yes, Jeff made us all some. Hang on, I'll find it. We have an angry one as well for when you get angry.
We're excited. How go both ways?
Right, where am I heading to, Belry? Because you know where we are. I can't remember. Right. Where did you just die? And I'll try and join you. Hero wall. I keep pressing triangle to interact with things. I'm gonna have to get out of this habit. Yep. Elden Ring has ruined it for us. Right. Good reward. Where do you want my sign down? I think we have to do outside the building, but oh no, we can go. No, up the stairs didn't have anything, did it? No, go stand where you want me to put my sign down effectively, and I'll go and do that. It's fine. I'll just basically follow the way you're running and just try not to die. Yes. Hopefully, yes. I can watch you from afar. Right. So where do you want me to go? Through that way. Okay. 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 You past the big giant? Yes, past the giant. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Set. Through this door? Alright, okay. I think you've gone down this way. Okay, right. Through that door, where now? Mm-hmm. Oh, Forbidden Woods. Yeah, I remember this fuckhole. Right. Yes, I remember this fuckhole. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember doing this with Leonida. Jesus Christ. In fairness, I do love Bloodborne, so playing through it wasn't bad. It's just I remember it very. I remember this area being very annoying. Right, where is the bonfire here? There, it's there. No, that's not it. That's an actual fire. That's not what I wanted. Out of the way, friend. Trying to find the thing.
Hey, you know how I'm really professional?
Yes.
Guess what?
Oh god,
I
what?
just realised I had me mic muted.
Your stream might mute.
Yeah,
So everyone was just hearing me.
I guess.
Oh god, I'm
Oh, no.
sorry everyone.
Oh no.
I'm sorry everyone.
See, that's goes for the Belry emote.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
We're off to a good start. And speaking of good starts, because I'm part machine now, my alarm telling me that I have low blood glucose has just gone off. So I'm going to get some biscuits, and I'll be back shortly.
Okay. I'll put my sign down.
Cool.
Or ring my bell.
Ring my bell. There we go, off to a good start.
Welcome back, Barry.
So,
Right, is it ringing? I need to ring the small resonant bell, don't I?
Sure.
Right. I'll just check. Have we still got the passcode on?
Probably.
I can't remember if we do or not.
So, I mean, I've just showed it to everyone on stream now that I think about it, but... yes.
What did we have for it? Because hang on, let me check.
I mean, I may as well tell you, it's just been shown to everyone on the screen, worldwide.
Yeah.
5555.
5555.
Mm-hmm.
5555. Okay. 4 5s. Okay.
World 5's live. I mean, worldwide 5's live.
No, I don't have a password.
Oh, you should do that.
Matching regions worldwide. 5555.
Oh, worldwide isn't... Okay. I thought worldwide was the password, but worldwide's just the regions. The password's 55. And then 4.
Yeah. Alright, ringing the small resonating bell. Ding ding, ding ding.
Ding 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 ling.
Do you want to ring your beckoning bell? Searching for the chime of a beckoning bell with the right password. Alright, cool.
That's me, theoretically.
Oh. I need to actually take my meds, not to put them down.
Did you actually take your insulin? Not
Yes, I took my insulin, yeah.
Speaking of, actually, have you talked to anyone about that, the Libra thing, like the Libra 2?
I don't have a Libra 2, I have a Libra 1 at the moment.
Oh dear, fair.
Yeah.
Because I literally got mine literally a week ago today, and it's fucking great.
It took quite a while for me to get on them, and I still occasionally have the problem of they just stop working randomly. But I do have a Libra 1, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I had to really fight to get on them because the guy at my diabetic clinic was just being a dick about putting me on them. He's like, "You're young, you shouldn't need them," and I'm like,
Really?
"Really? That's why I should need them." He's like, "Ugh."
I had absolutely no issue, because the problem is, because I'm with work, like, frankly, I don't really have the time to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
Is it the one that gives you an alarm when you go low as well?
Two's the one that you can put in, two's the one you can Bluetooth, yeah. Two's the one that gives a constant message to your phone, rather one's just the one that only works with the sensor.
So, 2, it's flash minute measuring, so it's not all the time, it does it every 20 minutes it measures it. But yeah, it's... oh shit!
I was waiting to see if you get hit by that.
I somehow did, even though I dodged it the first time.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I've got the alarm set on it. It's like, got the alarm set a little bit high, so like I have time to deal with it. But it's absolutely great.
Yeah, I kind of like to get moved on to 2, because my mum got moved on to 2 just as I got put onto 1, really.
Yeah, but your doctor did say you should be moved on to in a few months and it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's COVID's fault, really, though.
Fair.
You
No,
should
so
get automated a message through, and you never did.
Yeah.
You never got a laugh.
I did Daphne.
Okay.
A couple of months ago now. And that was when I was on the list for getting the Libra sword.
Nice.
But I'm into it. This fire. It's a really responsible place to that fire.
Honestly, I would be a lot easier if you had to as well.
Why do you keep putting fires in the way where I'm gonna dodge? I don't appreciate it.
I'm more worried about why they're throwing shit at us constantly, Barry.
Why? Because we keep stepping on the fires. Like, we need that to not die of hypothermia.
That's very true.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm really looking forward to, and this is going to sound really strange?
Oh god, what's that?
I'm really looking forward to pulling this thing out my arm so I can see, like, how long the probe is.
It's about 12.
Don't
hang
ruin
on.
it first, don't spoil it.
Barry, there's a friend here you'll want to kill. A little friend. Gives you something.
Wow, that doesn't sound like something
Thingy
I want to do with
lizard.
friends.
It's like the tyrant lizard, tyrant lizard.
It's not the same.
I have no idea where you are.
If you go back to where the fires were.
Oh no, not again.
I'm here, behind you.
Behind me? Wow. Ooh, new thing.
So this way. Back the way you came.
Oh, there
Here.
you are.
Up this way.
But the thing is about the same length as your needles.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
about 4 mil, 6 mil.
I'm on the, I actually used the 8mm needles.
Alright, well.
Use 4.
No, he says he uses 8 mil.
Yep.
I've used 4s and 6s depending what they have in it.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I was first diagnosed when I was like 19? And so I'm sitting in, oh shit. And so I'm sitting in like a hospital bed and the nurse comes along and she's like, she's got a big thick gauge needle in a little vial and she goes, right, you're gonna have to learn how to do this. Do you want to do it or shall I do it? I'm like, where? Oh fuck.
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck, yeah.
I guess I should learn how to do it. And so,
No. I may have been killed.
I'm in a hole. I don't know if that helps.
Well, we're on form at least.
I'll see if I can make my way back. But yeah, so I'm like, alright, I'll figure it out. And so I jam this big thick needle into me. Oh, that hurt like buggery, but I guess we'll have to get used to it. And then the next day, because they kept us in overnight, they come along and go, okay, here's all your like insulin stuff. And I'm sitting there like, are you taking the piss? Like, what was all this bullshit with the huge needle? And now I've got this thing that like, it's like a hair. It's like a really stiff piece of hair. And yeah, I feel like the nurse was maybe a bit bored. Oh, you fuck off with the pies. I feel like the nurse was maybe a bit bored and was looking for something to do that night. Was like, you'll never guess what I got this idiot to do.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, sadly.
She might be an old school nurse that thinks that's what needles should be like.
Like a Catholic one. Oh,
Yeah.
I died in a pool. Okay.
I mean, like your mom still had to deal with the one she had to cook out.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, my mum was diabetic from the age of 7. Yeah, I was going to say 9, but yeah, the age of 7.
Mm-hmm.
And her way, they used to give like the big metal needles that you sent away to get sharpened, and the way you had to test them was
Christ.
running them along gauze and see if they got caught.
Oh, I don't like that. So I died, so I'm back at the thing.
Right, so I'll ring my bell again.
Ding ding.
Ding ding. Motherfucker.
The way you just fell into that makes me assume there's actually a song that goes like that.
What, ding ding, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
If there is, I'm not familiar with it. It's like a spooky noise.
I got really confused because my Discord went off, and I'm like, why is the Discord going off? I'm on stream, and I was like, oh yeah, because I'm not the one hosting the stream.
Oh no! Oh
Don't say that got you.
no! It got me. I was standing back so it would just like stop swinging and I could go past, but then it got me. I was summarily got.
You were indeed, bro. You were indeed.
Oh, what a fool! What a common
Small
fool.
bell has been rung.
My slightly larger bell has been rung. So, sorry, this is going to be really boring for anyone who's listening and isn't diabetic. does Libra 2, Libra 1 not connect to your phone then? Does it have to have the hand in a separate unit?
The difference, as I understand it, is Libra 2 sends a constant signal by Bluetooth. So if you've got
I don't think it's Bluetooth.
a reader, it'll send a constant overall
Yeah.
reading to it, whereas Libra 1 only counts like a certain amount of time between beeps.
So,
For example, because I'm useless, I only remember to beat myself like every like 4 or 6 hours. And if I'm really feeling it, I'll beat more often, but usually I just give it a rough one. And it can have big chunks of gaps missing because I've not beat myself in that time. Whereas Libra 2 will have a constant string of information of absolutely everything.
so the 2 is still flash, and it's not like constantly measuring, it does it every 20 minutes. So, for example, sometimes, so I have the alarm set to 4.5, so that essentially when I'm at work, I have time to deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is relatively high, if anyone isn't familiar.
I'm pretty sure it does measure constantly, but the readings sent out are behind. So basically, the reading you get now is technically the reading that was measured 10 minutes ago, or X minutes ago.
Maybe the only reason that makes me
I read
Well,
in
that's what it says, because that's why they're not they're not legally helpful if you're driving, because they're not recognised, because there's a delay between when you were that and when the reading comes through.
It's not technically measuring your blood; it's measuring the interstitial fluid.
Yeah.
But the only reason I think that, again, it's probably the 25% is true, is because there are times when the alarm will go off, but it'll be like maybe 3.9 or something.
Yeah.
Rather than going off at, I think it has to say 4.5 or 4.4. One of the, it's either below or up.
Yeah.
And you'd think, like, if it was doing it all the time, it would,
Yeah, I think there is like a 20-minute window, but every 20 minutes is they can send the data every 20 minutes, and that'll be a lot more useful than only getting the data every like 6 hours when I beat myself physically.
So you have to actually like read it to get it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But like it can give like, I think it's up to an hour before I've last, like when I sort of beep. If I beep now, it'll tell me like roughly the last hour we recorded, but it can be very vague. It can be, it can decide how much information it wants to give, and there can be gaps between the previous one and this one.
Okay, yeah. Oh fuck. Where was that? That genuinely gave me a spook. Big spookums. Oh no. But you know what I really like though, because I'm just that kind of boring.
What's that?
You have no idea how much satisfaction and joy the graphs bring me.
I see.
No, don't you just love a good graph? Like, being able
You
to see
do, yeah.
things.
Like, when you get the graph down and it looks really good and everything, you're like, yeah, I can see what you mean.
Okay, yeah, so one thing is really good to be able, like, oh wow, I've hit, I don't know, like 86% in target today. Which I hit the other day and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. But I just mean seeing it all in a graph. I just love to see a good graph. There's something really satisfying about seeing data laid out well in a visually clear graph. My only criticism of the graph is the time scale bit is not the easiest to do, because it's...
No.
That's not a heal, that's a lack. I lost my friend. Where's my friend gone? I'm scared and alone. Oh, he's probably not behind this fog wall. Oi Dave, where you at?
I think I know where you are. I'll come try and find you.
Where you at, Dave? Did you go through the gate?
I went through the gate, yes,
Oh,
but I can go around. There you are.
I didn't go.
I went round this building here.
One second.
Go right the back way around it. There might be something there for you, I can't remember.
I don't know, but there's stuff
It
in
was
there.
back that way.
I have no idea what that way was. I was busy picking things up off the ground. Okay, there's a thing there. Over the way you're looking. Okay. Ooh, Ooh, there's a thing. I like things.
Is there anything in here?
Some beast blood pellets. Which I don't think I have ever used once ever. What did they actually do? Should I try one out now?
Yeah, and see.
Makes me smoky.
Like the bandit?
I don't know. I've got like this vague smoke around me.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Weird.
I thought he was doing the limbo, but he was just glitching out. I want to hit something. I need to find something to hit to see if this does anything.
Talk to the idiot in here.
There's
Or have you got round it?
There's an idiot.
Yeah, there's someone you can talk to there, I think.
Oh, I can talk to the wall.
Yeah.
A hunter of beasts saw you. Oh, I might have skipped it by accident.
The hours of the night are many.
He sounds like Patches.
More than I can count. A veritable hunt.
I accidentally killed Patches in Elden Ring.
Not even death.
Did you not realise it was Patches?
No, it was actually on a second character.
Uh-huh.
And I accidentally, you know, when you break the guard and then they go into the riposte state.
Yeah.
So I riposted him and killed in like one shot
And seek an ancient
by mistake.
church.
And so Patches is dead now,
Godhead
Oh well.
and I've never felt so guilty in my life. I got a tonsil stone. Thanks.
It's what they wanted.
A tonsil stone. Or death.
No, you to feel guilty about it.
Oh yeah, to be fair.
Ow.
Was that you? That was a very strange noise you just made.
Yeah, that might be me dying. Oh well.
Can I find my way back to the bonfire?
If I remember right, it's sort of back down the hill and then round that edge that we were
I
at.
think I can. We will find out shortly. I also got a beast roll. Another thing, you have no idea how much I love having this second monitor. Genuinely one of the best purchases I've made.
I'm jealous.
I hope so. I hope he is.
I miss my second monitor, but there's just no space for it right now.
Honestly, even if you're like short on space, because I don't have a lot of space. I think I mentioned all I did is I bought a portable monitor. It's literally just like it's like a big
I have
tablet.
no space to put my phone down.
Oh, okay, maybe that's a bit tight. I made it back. Look at me. What's the beast roll?
Sick. I really need to stop doing. Yeah, there we go. I really need to stop hitting triangle. It's because of Elden Ring. I keep hitting triangle to interact with things.
Tell you what took us a long time to get used to is instead of like triangle to swap two hands, it's like triangle and L1 or triangle and R1.
Yeah. Right.
That took
Where are
me a
you?
while. I should just be here.
I'm over the bridge
What? How did you get over
Hello.
the bridge?
because I was standing there killing these two idiots while waiting for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What I will say is that was pretty clutch.
Oh god! I thought we got rid of that thing.
I guess not. Yeah, I thought we had to be fair as well, but the more you learn. I noticed a lever up this way, so I feel like we should pull the lever. Just like Konami ones.
Yep. The lever.
Pull the lever. Does that count as a dead meme if it never had any legs to start with?
I mean, Konami would still expect it to run even if it had no legs.
Aha.
Oh, that just shuts this gate.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Does it?
Yeah, pointless, isn't it?
Why would I want to do that? I can't use it anymore. Oh wait, no it is. Just like Konami devices.
You pressed it, but did you actually feel any benefit for pressing it? Press it again.
Stop. Yeah. Stop making light of how much I've spent on that one gacha again. Okay, that's where I got the bistro in, I think.
Down here then.
Look at all these blood shards. Yeah, I helped. There's no backstabs in this one, is there?
There.
You have to like charge a hitting and then you can do it. You don't get like the...
I cannot remember. Hang on, I'll try and find out. Oh, this can't win. This idiot won't let me. Try to find out with this one, because he will stand still. No.
Yeah, I think you have to like do a charge attack and then I'll push them in the state and then you like drop the guts.
Fuck, damn it. One of these times I will stop pressing triangle to try and pick up stuff.
Oh,
And then I'll play Elden Ring and I'll just be more angry at myself.
What did you roll in Elden Ring?
What's the one that starts with nothing?
Wretch or something.
Yep, that one. You know me, I play like the most hard character in these things for the fuck of it.
So I went fifth, and what I ended up maining was, you know those big horns with blow bubbles?
Yes.
Them. Two of them. I was two-handed giant horns.
Apart, did you finish Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Meow didn't finish it. We were playing halfway through it, then we stopped because I can't remember. We stopped for some reason, and then we just haven't got back to it yet.
To be fair, the last boss is kind of bullshit.
Trying to remember where you stopped.
Okay. Yeah, I think we were trying to do something else in the time, but I can't remember what it was.
It's not that he's hard. It's just he was clearly designed to like have the horse, but you can't use the horse.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing that's really problematic in co-op. Is you're not allowed to use the horse in co-op. So it's like really fucking weird to try and do a lot of like the dragon fights and stuff on co-op because you don't have the horse to help you.
So I've been playing quite a bit of it with John, obviously.
Yes.
How's
John doing? I haven't seen him in a while.
John's alright. I saw him the other week. That's when I was getting massaged and half of a facial. Because it was included in the price.
John?
Not from John. I haven't yet convinced him to that 3 for 2, if that's what you're thinking.
It finally happened.
But no, like, it was included in the price of the massage, but like, obviously this gets in the way. So I had half the facial and a massage. But yeah, it was down Solly Hole, so I was like,
alright.
I'll pop in and see John while we're there. Oh.
That bloody bell ringing woman somewhere.
It is. I don't want her to ring her bell.
Stop playing with your bell ringing woman.
But yeah, John's doing alright. He's getting to the season again where he's getting survey working. She's up there. Can I shoot her? I can, but can I knock her off with bolts?
Where is she?
She's up on this ledge.
Oh, she's up there. Fucking hell. How do we get up there?
I don't know, but my gun does like no damage.
Go up here, can we? No. Oh, I vaguely remember it now. It's like up one of the down this bit and then jump up a platform. Yeah, it's down here and jump up a platform. But there's a big friend down here.
Down whence?
Through the door at the back. Like the door straight in front of the thing.
Okay, not downstairs. By down, I thought you meant like down.
Oh right, no, yeah. It's the door at the back, and then you go up the ladder, and then you've got to punch it off the platform.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Did you fall off?
No, I healed.
Oh. Yeah, it's gonna take us a while to get used to that.
Ooh, a thing.
There we go, she's dead.
What you got from me, corpse? A poison knife.
The bell ringing woman has left. The sound of the sinister bell has ceased. Is that you that fell off that? Yeah, that's you. What?
Sorry, that wasn't meant to sound so weird, but... Oh, I can't use it. What am I short on? Everything.
Oh, the cannon, yeah. It's silly. You can put lots of damage in it and like one-shots things, but it literally is it uses like 8 bullets a shot.
It looks I want to try it though, just for shits
It
and
looks
gigs.
fucking cool. I'll give you it does look fucking cool. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, again, I need to point out that I played through Elden Ring using 2 giant horns that blow bubbles.
Com's currently playing through Elden Ring as Wolverine.
As Wolverine. To
With
be
2
fair,
big wolvers.
yeah, the claws.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did use the, do you know the cipher patter or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Like words on your fist. I did use them as a secondary for a little while. Because they weigh like literally nothing.
Remember right, there's a lift here.
A lift.
Oh, after Snake Friend. I remember right, there's a lift up here. Yeah.
Tell you what I need to play. And that I bought because I was like, I need to play this. Resident Evil 4.
Resident 4 is fun.
So I hear.
The PC port is fucking janky, but it's
Oh,
fun.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. It was just like a bloke.
Yeah, he'll ask you, do you want to join the Covenant? You can join if you want. Yeah. If you join, you can get someone else to summon on the next fight we do, I think, if I remember right. But I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember what Covenant's do in this game. I just remember it as being, do you want to join this group? Yes. Okay, fine.
Well, he's my bro now. We're bros.
Alright. If you open the door... Did you open the door after him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the door at the other bonfire. Lantern. Whatever the fuck you call it.
God, I have so many twin stone blood shards now.
Yeah, this fuckery to do. Are you ready for some snake dance?
Probably. How bad a port are we talking then, by the way?
It's just janky. The PC port of Resident 4 was not good. Then again, it's on a scale of good to bad. It was original Dark Souls port bad.
I don't have a. I feel like I can't judge that because that's how I played Dark Souls originally. It was
I mean, the port for the PC is fine. It's just a little bit clunky, but it's clunky enough that it's annoying. If you know what I mean.
Is that not a lot of like PC ports from that era though? Because like obviously they're not built. Like they weren't made for this sort of hardware.
It's if you've played it on any other console and then you go play on PC, it's literally just clunky as hell.
That's alright then, because I haven't played it.
Oh, what's wrong? Come on. Being told everything's wrong with the cat.
Okay, I thought you were worried about little snake balls.
No, it's the cat was meowing. I don't know if it came over on Discord.
Didn't.
Oh, this is great. The cat doesn't get picked up on Discord. This is great. Hey, you don't get picked up on Discord. No one can complain about you meowing.
Do you remember when Nvidia was launching that like add-on?
Nvidia.
That would censor essentially slurs. It would pick them up in real time and censor your slurs.
No.
I remember I was seeing about it years ago, but I don't know if it, oh fuck. I don't know if they really made it to market or like it just didn't really work or what. May have died a little bit.
I saw that. Do you want to run to the first one with me, or do you want me to?
We'll go through the first one for you.
Oh, maybe 2 seconds.
I'm gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly spend my souls, which is really annoying because I've got to the whole porting out, porting in nonsense to.
Oh no, no need to rub it in though. Like I only dropped like 46,000, but that's fine.
I dropped 40. I've got 40k on me, so I might as well at least go and level up.
What do you think my chances are of just running past? How likely do you think I am to survive?
Yeah. By the time you run and get them, I'll go and level up.
It's one of those things, I don't know why, because original Dark Souls, you had the, you could level up at any bonfire.
Yeah. I don't know why they got rid of it.
Well, Dark Souls 2 you had to go somewhere to level up and they just kept it for 3,
Yeah.
and it
I don't
does
know
feel
why.
a little more annoying. It means grinding's a lot harder.
Yeah, but it's also just a pain in the arse
Yeah.
to like travel a bunch.
I can't remember what build I was doing.
Yeah, me either. I think I was going strength because I've got the big sword. And knowing you were probably doing strength.
Probably doing a strength build, yeah, but I've got like 34 strength, well, 34 strength now. So I'm like, was I doing a strength build? Was I doing... I don't remember.
Snake's got me souls.
Hit him a few times, Belry. Hit him in the glowing eyes.
That's how you know it's the weak spot.
Mm.
Okay, so now the only problem is, how the hell do I get back? Oh, do I have any of my items?
I gone to the right place? No, I haven't. Fuck that. What was the name of the bonfire we're at?
I don't know,
Oh,
and I
fuck you.
can't check because... Forbidden Woods, I think. Was it not just Forbidden Woods?
I'll check. I thought Forbidden Woods was the other place, but I will check.
Yeah, it's Forbidden Woods.
Alright.
Right, I will ding-a-ling my little ding-a-ling. Just like Chuck Berry that always wanted.
Everyone loves Chuck Berry.
To be fair, Chuck Berry's great. How do you not like Chuck Berry?
I wish to find someone that doesn't like Chuck Berry and ask them.
Impossible. Everyone likes Chuck Berry.
Right. Ring in the beckoning bell.
I forgot I had this terrible flamethrower.
Do you like that they kept the tiny belt lantern in Bloodborne? Not Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. I use it a lot. I never really used the torches. That's French for torch, by the way.
Ah.
So what else I found out from playing with John? If you've got the password on in not Bloodborne, in Elden Ring, there's no limit to, there's no summon level limit.
Is there?
No,
Huh. It's useful.
it is. I mean, oh shit, okay. You do get skill, so you like don't do as much damage and you get less health and whatnot. But I like it, but it only seems to be if you've got the password.
Ah, okay. I'm just trying to deliberately not hit triangle to pick things up.
I
Bloody
feel
fire.
Like, I know, right? It's really open place. I feel like I owe Jeff an apology as well, because I don't know if you remember, but I remember he was telling us he was watching a show called Black Clover, and I told him,
Vaguely.
Jeff, Black Clover is shit, and I couldn't watch it. But then I read it and it's alright. So I feel guilty.
You read it and it was actually good.
The manga's alright. I still haven't watched it, but the manga's alright. I'll tell you what I have been watching. It's an absolute trip. It's called Your Boy Kong Ming. Right? So
Right.
it's about do you know Kong Ming? The Warring States, the Chinese Warring States
Vaguely.
So he gets reborn in modern day Shibuya and decides to become a music producer. And it's exactly as ridiculous as it sounds, and I love it.
Oh god.
And also the opening is an absolute jam. It slaps. It slaps, as the kids say. I try to pick up a blood vial by using a blood vial.
Yep.
I will say as well, I have discovered a new joy in life, and that is, so some of the people I work with are fairly young. You get a lot of kids.
Oh god. Uh-huh.
Don't worry, I'm not going to get you banned from Twitch. What I've discovered is the joy of using the slang that the kids use wrong and watching them die a little bit inside.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, like, we vibing, fam. Like, you feel me blood. Like, we Gucci. And I love it. I love it so much. It brings me immense joy. Oh, they are.
Oh god, Belry.
I feel like if, against all my plans, I ever become a dad, that's going to be like the one thing that brings me joy.
Yep. Seems legit. Seems legit.
Is, I guess, making my kids do it intentionally. Why are your dogs out of the cages?
I don't know.
My dogs are in cages.
I have no idea. Ascend ladder!
Did I go up this ladder?
Don't know, did you?
No.
Don't know, there's nothing up here. Well, can't see anything up here. It's a bunch of crows.
Yeah. Oh well. Kind of a shit ladder, to be fair.
Yeah, kind of is.
I miss being able to jump so much.
I know. You don't realise how much you miss it till it's not there.
Mm. Oh, I thought you died. I thought that dog killed you.
No, sadly not. I survived with very minimal health.
Oh, God. It's like on mine that you killed you before you managed to kill.
Oh. There was something on that corpse, but I dropped the corpse. Oh well, never mind.
Probably just a blood vial or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, okay, that's alright. Also as well, like playing Elden Ring's made me really want to play Dark Souls 3 again. But I don't know if the servers are up yet.
Maybe on PS5, you mean?
Just in general. Like, I have it on PC and PlayStation. But,
We didn't play Dark Souls 3 on stream, did we? Or Dark Souls 2 we did.
yeah.
We never finished.
Did you not?
No.
I thought you did. You killed the bee.
No.
You killed the blow.
Yes, go back to it.
Did we not kill the blow?
Then he has to go back to work.
I'm sure we killed the blow.
No.
Oh. I can know.
I know this because all of the streams we've ever done now are on YouTube.
Are they?
Cheap plug, yeah.
And you've, what? Rewatched the Dark Souls one over and over again just to make sure that we did
No,
the
but when we
last
got
boss?
to the end, I remember looking at the last episode and saying, did we come back to this? And the last episode says, we'll come back to this one day.
Ah, fair.
It's like, oh, okay, well, yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel
Oh.
better, I've still got Bully hanging in the air as well.
I thought, how many episodes of Billy did you do?
I think it's quite a long one.
See, I thought it was like 3 or 4, but there's only 2 available on our YouTube.
There's more than 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm sure of, but they weren't there anymore. I don't know if it just glitched out or what, but like there was one I was laughing about because it was the one with the Christmas music that got fucked for copyright, and I laughed about it, and it's not there anymore. So
The what music you got? Copyrighted?
the Christmas music from the Christmas episode got copyright claimed.
Yeah, because I think that's...
I'm dead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That was
Like
about
the
when
Mr. Nailboard.
Yeah, I think it was around about like the winters when we where we got up to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sure he did like several episodes, but for some reason only 2 of them survived on the YouTube. Then again, there's ones that I remember copying over to YouTube that weren't there anymore. I don't know if they just disappeared for like, you know, they weren't, you know, they just glitched out or something. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's just really fucking weird. But yeah, a lot. The ones that my favourite one of yours is still available on YouTube now. It's gone live. It's the one of you dealing with the football people before your charity stream.
Oh
I
god.
fucking love that stream, man. It's like a 10-minute video of you just trying to find out why there's someone shouting "what a save."
Because
Oh, it's just fucking beautiful.
it was a mystery. It was a genuine mystery.
It was, but it's literally 10 minutes of just the most hilarious tech gremlins.
No one knows. No one knows to this day why the football was on.
It's just, yeah, I just love it. It's my favourite stream ever you've ever done. 6 minutes long, and my god, it was worth it.
Did we get? I must have got a sword. I don't know what I did to sort it, but
Yeah, you sorted it, I think, somehow, but I think it's because it was on the
Welcome. What
like
is it?
Twitch front page, and you had that up somewhere.
that does sound like something I would do. Can I get a level? No. I am level 50 now.
Woo!
I am level 54
I like
at the moment. I'll be 55 at least when I get my souls back.
Hi Zeffy, I don't know who Will is, but I think Dave's doing alright. Is Will and Dave a TV show or something that I'm not
Oh,
aware of? Will and Dave sounds familiar
I
actually.
knew my dancer.
Will and Dave?
Is
Sonic and Dave was a TV show. There you go.
Sonic and Dave?
Something and Dave, sorry, you'll have to forgive the,
Alright, if it's Sonic and Dave, I was like,
no, you'll have to forgive
that
the,
sounds like a mismatched comedy from the 90s.
you'll have to forgive the Geordieism, I suppose.
One of them's a hedgehog. One of them's Dave.
Oh, I like that we're on the same, exact same level for that. Oh, one of them's a hedgehog. That's a good opening song, that. One of them's a hedgehog, one of them's Dave.
Would work. Totally work. You rang your little bell?
I did ring my little bell. I can't remember if I gave Smurf-san a first name. It's been a minute, to be fair.
Will Smurf-san, right, okay. I get it, I get it.
Yeah, because I don't.
You thought your name was Will Smurf-san.
Oh, I thought that was a joke, like the will bit. Okay. Ah, hello, Frank. What was that say? I'm sure there was a show called like Sonic and Dave though. Will
Sonic and Dave.
Was it Will and Dave?
You mean Chaz and Dave?
No, that was a band.
Yeah, it was.
They sung about rabbits.
Something about rabbits?
Yeah, they sang the song about rabbits. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Oh,
rabbit,
right,
rabbit,
they sung a
rabbit,
song
rabbit.
about rabbits. I thought you said the show Something and Dave was something about rabbits, and I was like, what?
No, they sang the rabbit song.
Yes.
You posted it in the thing. You called me Will. Ah, I'm thinking of Will and Grace. Okay.
Well, Grace, it's very much lacking in the Dave department.
Yeah, but Grace sounds a lot like Dave, I guess.
Grace sounds a lot like Dave.
It's got like the same. It's got the same rhythm.
Grace. Dave. Grace. Dave. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, apparently you're the one who pulled as well.
One of these days we will get the funding for Sonic and Dave, the series, then. When Sega goes bust, we'll buy it cheap.
Ah, if we're doing it, if Sega goes bust, we're making a Yakuza series before we make a Sonic and Dave, like.
That would be the one thing someone else will buy from them, though.
I would
I think if not just reset it with 8, though. Like a new protagonist.
They did, but it's like not reset the whole thing.
Alright.
Sorry, 7 again. 7 was the last one.
7, sorry. I think the Resident Evil.
So here's my thing. So the idea that we were going to do is because 7 was originally making 7 a like turn-based RPG was originally an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
But it did really well, and people loved it, and it is really good actually. And so the plan was that they'd make like the mainline Yakuza ones all like RPGs, and they'd use this in another series set in the same sort of thing called Judgment,
Yeah.
where you play as a lawyer turned private eye who also knows kung fu because why not? And that would be like the more fighty one, I guess.
Yeah.
But because legal things, the actor who plays the main character, the talent agency that he's through, they got all pissy because they're very old-fashioned or something, and they didn't like that they were going to port the game to PC. Because that would mean that you could access the models in the game or something. And they're like, but we own his likeness, you know? Some sort of nonsense like that. And so it's really up in the air as to what's going to happen with it now. Which is a shame because, honestly, Judgment's really cool. I love Judgment. Even if the Japanese name of Judge Eyes is much better. Something about it, I love Judge Eyes. But yeah, so I'm not sure what they're doing with it. They haven't announced anything yet. That was a very long-winded way to say it. But also, it would make such a good like live action series. Which I think
Yeah.
I would watch the shit out of it. What was the other song? that Chaz and Dave had? Like, they were the big, what was it, like a football song or something?
It was the one about the rabbits, and then it was
No, yeah, the rabbits one, we've already established that one, but there's like the other one.
the Only Fools and Horses thing.
Oh no, I don't like the Only Fools and Horses, that would have been what I'm saying though.
I'm sure they did other songs, but they're the only two that come to mind, if you know what I mean.
Was it not like a football thing?
I'm really not the person to ask. Mia might know. If she has her phone in her hand, she might be able to look up for us. What are Chaz and Dave known for song-wise? Apart from the rabbit song.
I will have a look while I'm dead.
Oh, did you die? I'll come back and get you then.
Chaz and Dave discography.
Sideboard song.
No.
Snooker Loopy. One. Oh, wait,
So they
what?
released a song in 2008. 2018 even.
I thought not one of them died in 2000, like, recently.
Don't know, they
Or am
released
I
a couple of
thinking
songs
of
in 2018. Or these albums. I think these are albums.
Oh, one of them died in 2018. Okay.
Yeah, those are albums, sorry.
London Girl.
Yeah, I have
So
no
I have to ring
idea.
the bell again, or will it just auto summon you since I get in range?
I think it should just auto summon you. Summon me, rather.
Yep.
I'm just going to flick me light on because I've just noticed that it's all dark on the camera.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark. Yeah.
Gertrude. Holy cow. Hot shot Tottenham.
Hot shot Tottenham.
Skateboard songs. Snooker Loopy. Stars over 45 and strumming.
Okay, I don't know if Belry heard it at that list.
I didn't. But I'm back
Oh,
now so I
okay.
can listen to the list again.
Okay, could you repeat the list, please, Meow?
Flying. Gertrude. Holy cow. Hot shot Tottenham. London Girls. Margate. The sideboard song. Snooker Loopy. Stars over 45 and strumming.
Yeah,
None of that means anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of them.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Friend
No, I'm
call.
back. I'm back at the lantern. I don't see you.
Maybe you do have to ring the bell again.
Using a thing that you've been trying to get the podcast sponsored by.
Yeah, Meow earlier today said she'd been watching Dragon Ball, and I said, alright, okay. She's like, I'm downloading an app to watch it, and I went, alright, okay. It's called Crunchyroll, and I was like, I remember Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll's good, man.
From the upteen times Belry has tried to get him to sponsor us. Yes, I remember Crunchyroll.
Because they sponsor everyone else. Oh, I could never get into Dragon Ball though. I really don't like. I'm not a big fan of Akira Toriyama's like art.
Dragon Ball is a childhood thing for me.
Mhm.
And I realized that I never saw Dragon Ball Super, so I started watching that.
I've watched bits of it, and it's like, yeah, it's definitely a Dragon Ball.
That's a Dragon Ball!
Like, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, in fairness, for me, like I said, it's very much a nostalgia thing as well.
Yeah, I get you.
And it's a good thing to watch when I'm bedridden, which sadly happens more often than I'd like.
Tell you what you should watch. You should watch your boy Kongming.
I mean, it can't be worse than any of the weird Korean horror we've been watching on Netflix.
Okay. I bet there's some good Korean horror. I bet the Koreans do
there is.
horror.
Amazing Korean shows.
Yeah, like fucking Zombie Detective.
Zombie Detective. But
Fucking
also,
hell, Zombie Detective.
I'm already sold.
it's all started with the Uncanny Counter.
Oh yeah, then Canny Counter was also weird and interesting.
It was great though.
Wasn't any horror in that at all.
What? Canny counter?
The Uncanny Counter.
Okay, I was going to say, because canny means something different to me.
Yeah. Basically, it's like, if I remember right, there's like devils that kind of just sort of appear in the world and try and kill people, and they need to be stopped by, you know, the usual let's power up a team to do it, who all appear in tracksuits.
Oh, is it like a Sentai?
Kind of, only they can, if it's like sparkly all around with something that happens, then they get more powerful and they can defeat the bad demon people.
Are they like literally in like spandex with like plastic helmets?
They don't have helmets. They're in literally in tracksuits.
Ah, I know, because I was imagining like a Sentai thing, but now I'm not sure.
No, it's kind of it's kind of weird. It's stupid, but it's kind of weird. I kind of dug it. Then again, you know me, I kind of like weird. Kind of like a lot of weird Korean shit. It's just kind of partly my jam.
I get you. Vibe and bro. Yeah, just feel the cringe rush over you. I'll tell you what's going to be airing this year.
What's that?
Did you ever read that volume of Chainsaw Man I sent you?
I did, yes.
Isn't it really good?
It was fun.
You should read the rest of it.
Holy shit! I forgot all about it until you mentioned.
I have, because I'm bad at keeping track of what I've already bought. If you want them, I have extra copies of volumes, I think, 6, 7 and 8.
Yeah, sure.
That'll send down.
Cool.
But honestly, if you want to read them, the best way to read them is so it's published in a magazine called Shonen Jump, and there's an app where you can read them all, and the app costs like £1.99 a month. That's how I read most of my stuff.
How did you get the cannon? But then I've just realised it's just run round this bit.
Oh yeah, I've lost Dave. Oh, Dave's up there. Alright, Dave.
But, yeah, I'm just getting the cannon.
Alright, Dave.
Alright, Dave.
Alright, Dave.
Right. Where are we going? We're going down this way to get the left. That's what we're doing.
But no, you have no idea how hype I am for Chainsaw Man away.
Are they just releasing another book? Are they doing series? What are they doing with it?
So there's going to be 11 volumes. So essentially, it finished about a year ago. But also it said, but it was like end of something or other arc, and that it's going to continue. The continuation hasn't been announced, but there's probably one more volume to be released as a tankobon, which is like the book I sent you as a tankobon. It's just like a couple of chapters, and I think there'll be 11. Because I've got the 10th one, and there's probably about enough left for one more. And then it's whenever the rest of it comes out, starts getting released. He has done a couple of one-shots as well in the interim, which were really good. Because, I mean, I'm a little biased. I really like his art, and I really like his storytelling. I thought it'd be 100% your jam. I thought you'd be like, again, the art. I thought you'd like the story. But yeah, man, Tatsuki Fujimoto or something like that. Good mangaka.
But I think I remember reading it a couple of months ago, and I think my brain has completely forgotten it between then and now. But that's because my brain is literally it's hilarious right now how easily I forget things. It's like my brain, it goes in one ear and out my nose. It's really bad at the moment. I think it's my anxiety's playing up like chronic hell, but yeah, it's just getting worse for me forgetting everything.
Yeah, it's I suppose you've got a lot playing on it with like the anxiety and all that. It'd be difficult for things to go in.
That said, I'll reread it. I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it if I remember right. But yeah, because I remember you sent me the German one. I remember flicking through that and being like, why is this in German?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I didn't read the thing on Amazon properly. Yeah, the art's really good, but it's in German.
Yeah, there's only so much of it you can read when it's in German. Well, I know I can vaguely understand German, but it still doesn't really, you know, do much for it.
Doesn't help it.
No. It doesn't give it the, you know, good first impression when you're trying to understand what that word means, and then you find out it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Something equally weird that you'd never hear spoken in normal German phrasing anyway.
But also, tell me that Puchita isn't like the best thing ever. He's great, I love him. He's a little chainsaw dog.
Yeah, I mean, how can a chainsaw dog be bad?
Exactly. I love him. I want one. But honestly, I'm kind of running out of space. Actually, that's a lie. I have a tiny Puchita.
You do?
Yeah, he came with like the Nendroid of it that I got. I got the Denji and Power Nendroids. You won't have met Power yet in the manga yet. But there's a character called Power, and she is a blood fiend.
Big snake friend.
Yeah.
Big snack friend.
Why can't I walk over there?
Clear deep sea. I can't remember what the hell clear deep sea is.
Is it one of those like rune things that you can equip?
Yeah. I remember it being... Yeah, I remember getting it on previous ones. I can't quite remember what
I'm
the fuck
going
it
to
did.
guess, given the amount of poison around with these snakes, it probably increases your resistance to poison.
Would make sense. But what's the sea reference then?
Because it's clear and therefore free of poison.
Yeah.
Whereas like a poison sea would probably be like murky and kind of mean.
Oh. There's a bunch more snakes here.
Let's see it. Oh,
There. There. And killing all those snakes gave us...
I got 803 per.
It's 2 bloodstone shards.
Ah.
And a deep sea.
I got 803 souls each. And that's it.
Well, we've got the deep sea and the other deep sea. Oh, there's more snakes here.
Are they like identical? Do they stack, do you think, maybe?
Well, they're different types of sea, so they probably stack. Yeah.
I've always thought, right, you know people keep snakes as pets.
Yeah.
This is like really shit.
Why is that?
Why? Because they just sort of sit in a tank that's don't do anything except eat mice.
Yeah.
Like,
But what does a cat really do apart from just, you know, sit in a house and eat mice?
knocks over glasses occasionally.
So you're saying if snakes knocked over glasses, they'd be better pets?
You know, you just admitted that he's not a cat, right?
He's not a cat, no, 'cause he couldn't catch a mouse.
If you catch a mouse, you wouldn't even know how to eat it.
Although I suppose you can't wear a cat as a scarf, which is a point against
You
cats.
could wear a cat as a scarf. Oh, fuck.
What?
Get killed by a snake, friend.
Did you? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Jesus,
shouldn't have gone. Maybe I shouldn't have gone in a completely opposite direction.
Maybe.
Maybe that's a problem. Why isn't the chat box disappearing? I should probably. How do I make that time out?
Well, should I summon you back in to try and get my souls back?
Yeah. Actually, I might put on a level.
I can tell you're on PS5 compared to me, because my loading times are so much longer than yours.
Yeah, man, get on my level, scrub.
Beckoning bell, ring de ding de ding de ding.
I will be back momentarily.
Very well.
I do wonder as well, like, what sort of accent is the doll supposed to have?
I can't remember what it even sounds like.
It sounds vaguely Eastern European, but like, I'm not even sure about that. Do I have enough? Oh, I might just have enough.
I might just have enough.
Welcome. What?
Just can't get
Very
enough.
well.
I just can't get enough. Who sang that?
Can't remember. The problem is that every time I try and think of that song, I hear the start of fucking Pinball Wizard for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
I mean, there are worse songs to hear.
Well, yeah, but I hear the ever since since I was a young man, I played a silver ball, and then it just cuts straight into it. I just can't get enough, and I don't know why. It's another one of the weird crossed wires in my brain that just never makes any fucking sense.
There's that one I always get mixed up with Hungry Like the Wolf. Yes, I think I'm alone now, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Is just how that leads into.
Works together quite well.
It does, and it does it too well. And it's where my head goes immediately. I think we're alone now, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I've been drinking a little bit of like red Coke because of the whole blood sugar alarm. I should really set up me trendy ring light again. Actually, the lighting isn't the best. God, ever since I turned diabetic, I cannot really drink it anymore. It's vile.
What, Red Cola?
Yeah, it's just far too thick.
Yeah. So have you ever tried the Dr. Pepper Zero?
No, I never liked Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but if you ever want just the weirdest sensation compared to the original Dr. Pepper Zero, it tastes like Dr. Pepper if you made it thin, like really cheap broth thin, and it's like it's just weird. It just doesn't taste like it should.
You're not selling us on it.
I know.
I don't think I don't think you're
Trying to
gonna,
prevent some poor soul trying it.
I don't think you're gonna get this Dr. Pepper sponsorship.
Oh well. Back to the drawing board I go. What we need is AJ here to explain to us why these songs are linked.
He does. AJ would know. AJ is the most musical person I know. Which is to say, he's one of the only musical people I know.
Yep.
I mean, except from the alcoholic who comes into the club all like that. But who, by all accounts, was a talented musician when he wasn't drinking vodka in the bathroom.
Yeah. Does seem to be a problem for a lot of them.
Although I say that, isn't that historically what musicians do?
What, drink all the time?
Yeah. What drink?
Yeah. It's when they reach the vodka in the bathroom stage, you know the problem.
Yeah.
And they're ashamed to drink the vodka.
Like, I don't want to talk shit about the guy, but like, there comes a point where you think you'd be like, have a little bit of self-respect, mate.
Sick.
Like, if I ever become an alcoholic, I like to think that I'll do it like, I'll be a classy alcoholic.
I mean, I definitely was alcoholic when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Say a kid, when I was like 16 till 23, 24, I was really bad because I wasn't coping with the pain I was in all the time with my back.
Yeah. I mean, it's still not great, but like, it's more understandable, I suppose, than people who just...
Yeah. No, I
sticks in.
Well, I was also, you know, substantial PTSD trauma, and I had a broken spine. So I was like, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like for the moment, like I have barely drank anything in like 2 years since I went on Tramadol.
I mean, it's a good reason to stop drinking, to be fair.
Basically, before I went on Tramadol, I was like, I would drink like whiskey to sort of like numb the pain in my spine because it would help, and it would be a lot cheaper and a lot more actual. You know, I'd actually get more of a buzz to it than just having painkillers all the time.
But now you have tramadol.
Yeah, I get no buzz off tramadol. No. I'm on 400 milligrams of tramadol a day, and it doesn't do anything for me.
That's quite a lot of tramadol.
It does. It numbs the pain. Well, no, it doesn't actually numb the pain. Tramadol works by more kind of like you're aware of the pain, but you don't care,
Yeah,
rather than it actually being not there.
I get you.
It's a very weird thing to explain to someone who's never been on that kind of experience. But yeah, I got no buzz off tramadol at all when I started it. But then again, I'm quite mentally resistant to meds, that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
Oh, snake bastard. Yeah, no, I'm glad to say that I'm not. And that,
Yeah,
a couple
it's
of
more expensive to be resistant mentally to a lot of things.
A couple of new offenders me.
Paracetamol seems settled.
I don't know, paracetamol I feel doesn't do that much truth, but
Paracetamol, if you take paracetamol with another painkiller, it does make it a lot more effective.
maybe.
Like paracetamol with ibuprofen works really well.
I just find
Or it used to work really well for me for a while. But I'm now on paracetamol and tramadol, which work quite well here.
maybe. I don't know if it's just because maybe it's the type of thing, because like ibuprofen is ostensibly an anti-inflammatory, so maybe I'm getting like more muscle pains or whatever, or like headaches and blood pressure. But I find that does the job. But I guess it depends what the source of the pain is as well.
He's got my soul.
Does he? Let's
Yep.
go get them back. 1 sec, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Don't worry. Does it work?
No.
Oh, I'm out of bullets now.
The 12 bullets or 8 bullets it takes?
It's 12 bullets.
I thought it was 8.
Which
Oh, well.
means I can get one shot.
Does not open from this side. Well, that's helpful.
I think it's really stuck in my head now. That I think we're alone now.
I think we're
me like alone.
Fuck. I think you're alone now, not Kim Wilde.
I have no idea. Probably sounds about right.
I mean, you work in a pub, you should know these things.
I think we're playing Kim Wilde.
Yeah, you know, working in a pub, knowing the entire back catalogue of Kim Wilde, you know, they go hand in hand.
I don't think I could name a single Kim Wilde song.
It's in America.
Is that Kim Wilde? Where the kids in America. Where the kids in America. That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a very good song.
What movie did I watch with that song in it a while ago?
There's been several movies that have had that on the soundtrack. I couldn't name any off the top of my head, but there has been several.
Speaking of movies with good soundtracks, I finally got around to watching Baby Driver.
What?
Finally got around to watching Baby Driver.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Barry.
Baby Driver?
Yeah.
You know Baby Driver?
No, I don't, that's why I'm asking.
Baby Driver, the film Baby Driver.
Repeating it doesn't tend to explain what the fuck it is.
The film that I watched, it's called Baby Driver.
Right, okay.
It's the one, it's Edgar Wright, and it's,
Oh, right, okay.
about a guy called Baby.
A lot more sense already. Okay.
Who, he drives. He's like a getaway driver.
Hmm.
Hence the name. It's pretty good. I like Edgar Wright. Oh, he...
Edgar Wright was the one that did most of the stuff on Ant-Man, right?
I think so? Oh, we're back here.
Yeah. Go back down again. Oh, there's an item here. Madman's knowledge. Madman's knowledge.
I think I've burnt out a bit on like the Marvel films.
And I kind of wanted to get more into the Marvel films than I did. It's never really got anywhere with it, really, to be honest.
Like,
I think the only one I really liked was Winter Soldier, but that's because it's more of an action film than a Marvel film.
The Thor ones are good, but that's mostly because of Taika Waititi.
Mm.
And like, I saw the
Oh,
trailer for the new
Over here.
Thor recently, and like, it looks good, but like, I'm not excited for it. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, shock horror. I've seen a couple of like anime films that made it over here. What the fuck are you? They made it over here, and I was like really excited to see that. Partially because I guess not as many come over here, but like,
You just kill a Smurf.
I don't know. It's what the fuck are these? I don't like them.
Is that because the grabby hands, or
You know, like they look like penises.
this looks like penises to you, Belry? Oh wait, that when they don't have the big sparkly shit coming out of them, maybe I can see what you mean.
Yeah, they've got like a weird bulbous bell end for a head.
Head. Got more Madman's knowledge.
Like the little bit where it joins like the forehead, it properly looks like a Ven's death.
Which one's the Ven's difference again?
The banjo.
Ah, right.
I feel like that's a very British term.
Roll me banjo.
Oh.
And
Break your back.
Do you know what? I knew someone at uni who did, and there was so much blood.
yeah.
Was there anything wrong with that? Like, was it just a dead end?
Nah, it just seems to be a dead end.
Oh.
But it had a one of the weird swirly thing. What's it called? Cloud things halfway there. So I think that must have been what it was guarding. But
A
yeah.
cloud thing pathway?
Like the deep sea thing from a bit earlier.
Oh, like
Whatever the fuck they are, they're the weird things that you do something with later on.
the runes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If they are ruined, then yes. Whatever they're meant to be. Oh. Something under here, Barry.
There's a pig
Oh,
over
it's
here.
Piggy there. Piggy!
Something over where?
Underneath the... Oh, no, you can just go around here.
Under like these
Oh.
roots.
Yes, under the roots.
Oh, there's a block.
It's a dissipating lake thing.
Oh, there's another root.
Yeah. There's lots of ruins so far.
I look forward to finding out what you'll do.
You get different songs stuck in your head. Another piggy there. You can charge at me while I'm killing this guy, isn't it?
Oh, okay, that's the button you do. Oh, that does no damage.
I think if you upgrade it, it does crazy damage, but you need to actually like properly sink some levels
go
into it,
for it.
and it's a one-shot thing.
Yeah, like there's a blood tinge for guns or something.
Yeah. Is there anything else up here, or are we just going to the boss? I think it's probably
Is
just
this a
going.
boss?
I think this is the boss.
Does look like the way of a boss.
Down there's the way to the boss, definitely.
What's up here then?
Up here, if I remember right, is where we were with the weird guy in the...
Oh, it's the gate.
Yeah, now we've opened the gate, right, we should be able... If I remember right, there was someone to summon in here.
I don't know, did
I
you...
don't remember where. I don't remember where or what conditions you needed to summon, so... Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's somewhere else.
That's alright, we'll just like...
Anyway, let's just go fight the boss.
Yeah man, we'll like... ruin his day.
This is the... I'm trying to remember, I think this is the boss where there's 3 of them. And you need to kill... Well, kill all of them, so one's more of a caster, one's a stabby, and one's a charge around. But I can't really remember which order
I
they're
feel
in.
like Elden Ring's probably been good training for fighting multiple bosses at once.
Right, in we go. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
The back of it has been begun the final battle.
Jesus Christ.
What? You did yet?
I just got like half my health taken off with one punch from this guy.
Ah.
He was one punch man. But not in the good way. In the bargain bin Forbidden Planet way.
What, like an old pop figure?
Yep.
So when did pop figures get, like, so relatively expensive?
Never got into them, so I have no idea.
So I had a phase at uni because they were cheap. Oh, I died. But they've gone up by like 50%. Used to buy them for like a tenner. Now they're like 15 quid.
Jesus.
Also, you see, like, you know, those like giant ones. And it's like, where are you going to put that? One, it's hideous, but two, where are you going to put that thing? Like, I saw one in an HMV and it was like, I think it was a Demon Slayer one. It was like this whole ass diorama. It's like, who wants that and who has the space for it?
Yeah, like pop figures I found kind of bad enough when they're small, but when they get big you're like, who the fuck wants to just... Like, the bigger it gets, surely the worse it looks, right?
Mm. Yes,
Or is that just me thinking this?
No, I'm with you, like... okay, I think I figured out how you find the dude. I think you have to equip the rune that he gives you.
Oh, right, okay, well, that would make sense. I think I'm just about to die. Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, don't do it.
I hope I can get my body back, because that's 130k souls.
Jesus Christ, when did you get 130k souls?
Well, it's on my body at the moment.
Yeah, but when did you even get that many?
I don't know. Yeah, not leveling up properly, did it? Right, should I go back to the thing and put the, what did those runes... Oh, you didn't get those runes, did you?
No.
Let me quickly go back and see what they do
Did you
then.
pick up the thing to equip runes after the old ladies?
I don't remember.
I am very much going
That was in November last year, I don't remember.
Oh no, I picked it up literally today. I am really going to have to set up my trendy ring light for next time. Because this lighting is atrocious, I do apologise.
Makes you look mysterious, Belry.
Does it?
You got to be serious, yeah?
Yeah. Right, what ones have I got equipped? I have... Okay, so I have one that raises HP. The clockwise one raises HP, the anti-clockwise one raises stamina. Communion gives higher blood vials. Lake gives increased damage reduction. Dissipating Lake increases bolt damage reduction. Deep Sea increases frenzy resistance. Clear Deep Sea slows poison resistance.
Fucking called it!
And minis acquire more echoes.
Called it! What did I say? Clear Sea. Clear Sea helps with poison.
I don't know if the communion one's worth it for one extra higher blood vial, so I'm probably going to have the one that raises HP by 5%.
Yeah, that's probably better.
It's a lot more worthwhile than one extra blood vial.
I forgot that I have like blue Ringo Starr glasses.
Right. Where are we going? We were going back to Binwoods.
Mm. Tell you what, as well, I was really happy about in Elden Ring.
What's that?
You know the best spell in any Dark Souls game?
The polymorph spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just an item now.
Oh yeah. As soon as I got it, I said, I got the Belry spell!
I was legit, like, fully prepared, because I was like, right, I'm going to do a first build for my first build. I was fully prepared to dip into intelligence, like I did in Dark Souls 2. Just to use it.
Oh god.
But I didn't have to, because it's just an item. Whoever did the sound work on these crows deserves some sort of like medal.
You mean the sound in the crows, or the sound when they actually like attack and are fucking crazy sounding?
Yeah, like the sound of it. It's absolutely horrific.
I just feel that. Oh no, it's fine. We'll go down here and then through the other one. Yeah, it's down here and through that door. Not panically back off. Try not to lose myself. Right through here.
Where's here?
Back the way the guy was.
The guy was?
Yeah, that way.
What?
Because you go through the other end of here, and then you pull, get the left here.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Shortcuts on top of shortcuts.
Yep.
I love the way I like little capes just go completely vertical.
You're going down so fast they have to float. Oh, there's another snake friend. Oh, when you said equip the item he gives you, do you mean actually equip an item?
No, it's like there was a blue slot for rooms and it looks like it went in there.
Alright, I don't think I got that then.
Oh.
Oh well. Doesn't matter.
I don't know, I like a blue slot.
Yeah, I've got a blue slot, but I'm not getting put in it. I'm sure I spoke to that. Oh, it's pig friend. Hey, pig friend.
If I had the space for it, I would absolutely have a pet pig.
What would you call it?
Rashes.
A sort of a Beano lesson then.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, Rasher was the pig in the Beano.
Oh, was it? No, that was the dog, Rasher, wasn't it?
No, that's Nashter.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Rasher was the pig. As you know, naming
Nasher wasn't
systems
a
and
pig, he was like a weird little fuzzy dog.
no, that's Nasher.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he wasn't. Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't a pig. He was like a
No,
weird dog.
Rasher, as in like a rasher of bacon,
Yeah.
was the name of the pig.
No, I'm saying, but you're not getting mixed up with Nasher.
No. Because there's naming conventions in comic books that's not terrible, or are terrible, but yeah.
So all pets Asher.
Apparently. Apart from Nipper.
Wow, well, you broke your own rule now.
Well, I didn't make the rule, that's fucking Beano's fault.
I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, but like I wouldn't have like one of those stupid things that have like a proper thing. Apparently those teacup picks don't make for good the taste very good.
Fucking hell.
You died again.
Yeah. Not again.
Did you get your sword back?
Yeah, I got him back just before I died.
That's alright then.
I really wish my loading screens were faster. I could see on stream when you start yours later and then come out of it faster, and you're like,
Well, that's with the stream delay as well.
yeah. Right, Bella's been wrong.
Yeah, like I said before, man. Like, as the longer it goes on, I realise I'm so lucky, like, that I got mine for such a good deal.
Yeah.
Like, it only was like 50 quid above asking price, like retail price.
Yeah. I had one option to buy one, and I had just enough if I had just bought it. Don't get me wrong, I probably would have really, really suffered after it because I didn't have them. I wouldn't have had the money I had after it, but
Yeah.
yeah. There's only really been one chance I had to get one, and I didn't take it.
Like, they're going for like, when I was in Brumno, like going for 610 quid in CX.
Yeah.
It's absolutely mad money, still. Like, it's what? Over a year
Oh,
now?
it's CAX. That means that they must have offered them a crisp fiver for it
Oh, no.
in hand.
Yeah, I think CX must be buying them themselves. Because who's going to sell it to CX?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it because of the terrible lighting. I've got my pink controller.
Ah, very nice.
It is very nice, it's pink.
I got a white one.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a white one.
Oh, I've got a white one as well. There's the white one.
Yeah, well, basically, I always think, like, if I'm gonna eventually get one anyway, then I probably will have a need for a second one. And I was like, well, if Meow's old PS4 controller she's using for Steam games is basically gubbed, I might as well just buy a PS5 one because they're cheaper.
Apparently, the first sort of, I guess, run of them, they apparently have some problems with longevity, like with the triggers and the sticks. Which, as well as being pink, is one of the reasons I bought the pink ones, because it was the pink, the blue, and I think the purple one. They all came about at the same time, and they are all guaranteed to have the improvements made. So they have better triggers and sticks on. And also, it's pink.
There is that as well, yes.
I want a light green one if they're or any color green one.
I'm not sure what's happening.
You mean you're not sure what's happening?
I don't know if you saw that on your screen, but it went really weird on mine. I was like in a grab animation, but I guess the grab didn't work properly because you were killing them and I didn't take any health. But I was stuck doing the like little flaily around animation.
Ah.
If they ever do a green one, I want a green controller.
Oh, green's like the worst colour.
Oh, fuck you, Belry.
It is. John's
It's not. Green
green.
is not the worst colour, lemon is not the worst candy.
It is also that.
Really not. You're wrong.
John's favourite colour is green, and I've had this conversation with him before. And it's just there are some shades of
You're
green.
wrong.
There are some shades of green that were alright, but green doesn't make it past alright.
Are you talking about a lime green or like an emerald green or?
Like a darker, like an emerald green would be alright, but like there's a lot of like really sickly greens or like.
I mean, green is. Yeah. I mean, a sickly green does look in sort of quite sickly.
Look, Tom, I don't know how to let you. I hate to break it to you like this, but you're wrong. You're just gonna have to live with that. I hope you can. I hope you can find peace. But you know, we all make mistakes. It's learning to move on from them. What helps us grow.
It's not two. Right, 2v1, 3 is a very poor sample size, and I don't think you can base anything on that. Like, I feel like to have a reasonable sample size, you want at least like.
L'Oreal beauty product.
What, sorry?
Who's doing your L'Oreal beauty product? Oh god.
No, right. I think
It's the number of adverts for like L'Oreal and stuff where it's like 80% of women suffered, said it was brilliant, and it says 80% of the 10 questioned.
I would have gone Oral B.
Oral
Nine out
B,
of
the one
10
responding with that tweet from that guy saying like, I have been a dentist for 20 years. Of all the dentists I've ever met, none of us have ever been asked our opinions on fucking toothpaste.
Yeah, but I imagine most of those dentists also haven't been paid to say that they really like Oral B.
Hopefully not.
So I think it'd be really like shit to be the 1 out of 10 dentist that hasn't been offered a deal by Oral B.
I mean, it depends what kind of deal they offer, really.
I don't know, I'd feel like no. You there again. What is... Yes, because lemon and lime sweets are the worst sweets.
Fuck you, Belry.
They are, right? The best ones are either the purple sweets or the red sweets.
If you dare say fucking cherry sweets.
No, cherry's not great.
Cherry's fucking horrible.
But blackcurrant's where it's at.
Why does it... Yeah, but blackcurrant doesn't really exist outside the UK. Anywhere outside the UK it's like grape flavour and you're like...
Yeah, do you know why? So, at least in America it's because, you know, a lot of American houses... I think I'm going to fiddle with it. Turn
we killed
the
it.
volume
Right.
down a little bit. A lot of American construction is done with pine. A lot of the houses are built of pine wood, and it's back in the day. There was a blight that killed a lot of pine trees. That was carried on blackcurrant, and so up until the 1970s, I think, blackcurrants were actually illegal in America for that reason.
Yeah, I did wonder.
But there's been an odd thing I've watched where people try foods from different countries and whatnot.
Welcome.
And every time they go, oh my god, this blackcurrant's the shit. It's fucking great. It's way better than lime sweets. The worst flavour.
One day I will punch you for all of this, Belry.
Wait.
You should have just gone up 8 levels. Fucking hell.
That's a few. I've been meaning to start up Berserk actually. I haven't. I do want to start it. I've been looking for something to dig me teeth into. But from what I hear about it, the start is really rough. Like the before the Golden Age arc, it's pretty rough. I mean, I could just power through, I guess.
Mm.
But the art looks amazing. Like, it looks so good.
I will ring my reckoning bell when this loading screen is finished.
No, the other bell.
Yes,
The
my
resonant
small
bell.
reckoning bell. Resonant bell. Ding ding, motherfucker.
Also, Com, where would you recommend a good place to read Berserk? Is it just like you just reading like on manga decks or something, or? Because I don't think I'm gonna have space to pick up all the volumes because there's a shit ton of it. And like manga decks is easy enough, but if there's another place, I'd be more than open to having a peep at that. Oh, fuck off. I forgot how much fun it is to just do this.
What, play with your sword?
Yeah. It's the best bit. Or this. This one's good. I'm actually making myself a bit dizzy doing that. I'm going to stop.
Shall we continue then?
I mean, we could. I don't think it makes such a good noise though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like with at least the big volumes, like the look. I imagine you get a good look at some of that art because they're bigger than like your usual tankobons. Yeah, I'll probably just go manga decks until like I figure out what I think though. I do like to get the physicals though. I've got all of the. So my favourite manga because I'm a basic bitch. Is
I really want to know where that horror one you got me I put I'm sure it's in this flat somewhere, and I have no idea where the fuck it is, and I really wanted to read it.
Was it the Junji Ito collection
Yeah.
I got you? I think it was Smash,
Yeah.
was it? There's been a
I
few.
can't remember where. Like, I remember it was like a light blue cover.
Yeah, that's Smash,
I have no fucking clue where it went.
I think.
The light blue horror manga thing.
I'm
Nori gave me.
wearing, actually, it's funny you say that, I'm currently wearing my Junji Ito jumper.
I genuinely have no idea where it went, and I was really actually interested to read it. I have genuinely no clue where it went.
You'll probably
It'll
like
be in a
it.
bag or a box or something somewhere, and I won't have opened it for a while.
Yeah, it'll be squirreled away. I think you like his stuff. I think you like his art as well.
Is that the one I did the World of Horror stuff that you were playing?
No, you didn't do it, but it's like it's based off. It's inspired by, we'll say.
Yeah.
But no, so again, because I'm a basic bitch, my favourite manga at the minute anyway is Kaguya-sama Wants to Be Confessed To. So I've got, obviously I'm like keeping up to date by reading like the scanlations, but I've got all of the currently released tankobons. Because I like to feel, I like to support the things I like, and also it's nice to collect them. Junji Ito, he does loads. He's probably his most favourite one is Uzumaki. About this like spirals. He did Tomoe. He did Gyo. You know that thing with the shark with like spider legs. He's done loads of stuff. This jumper's all like, it's hard to see with the terrible. Ah no, actually, this jumper's all like Junji Ito panels. This isn't really helping, is it?
You do seem to be slowly being consumed by darkness, Barry.
I know, it's because the lighting's terrible. I need to get me trendy TikToker lights set up.
Yeah, I kind of stopped using my my sad lamp for it because I just felt like I was getting reflective rather than actually being, you know, of any help.
Wait, this one's
So
like
I just gave up using it.
this is a proper trendy TikTok ring light.
Oh, did you actually buy a ring light?
Oh yeah, do you remember I got it for the when we were doing like the charity stream.
I vaguely remember you. Now you mentioned that, I vaguely remember you talking about
It's
this,
like-
but I don't remember ever clicking. That's what you actually meant.
I'll send you pictures like this big thing on a tripod. I just don't have a long enough cable at the minute to plug it in. But it's like it does a good job. He did. Oh, I can never remember. It's The Fault on Amigaya Plains or something like that. It's the one where this is my hole. Everyone knows that one. Everyone knows this is my hole. Unless you don't, then I just sound like a weirdo. But it's like the one where that one's very easy to read online. You can find it on like Imager. It's like an earthquake and deep sea. It's like an earthquake and it reveals, like, splits this mountain in half and there's like holes in it and everyone's like, oh, this hole looks like it fits me. Which is another good one. If you haven't read it, I'll send you a link because it's really good. It's just a little short story. But no, I really like Junji Ito stuff. He's released quite a few, like, it's like the one I sent you, Smashed. He's released quite a few little like compilations of his short stories recently, and they're all really good.
Yeah.
There's one in the one I sent you. I forget what it's called, but I really like it. It's essentially a town starts getting these like balloons. Yeah, everyone knows that one because it's all on the internet for some reason. But there's this town that gets not like attacked, but like these balloons that look like people's faces, like just heads, start appearing. And terrorizing the town, I guess, and that's a really good one. It's in that that one I sent you. Gave you one a couple of years ago, Pete. It's one of my favourite ones. Yeah, everyone know Amigami Plains. I can't remember how you pronounce it. It's a really good one. If you do like your stuff, comp, there is that game, like mentioned before, called
World of Horror.
World of Horror. Yeah, that's it's like a little point and click horror game that is very much in his style.
Mm. Yeah, it was on my watch list before you started playing, and I was like, oh, fucking hell.
I mean, it's not like a dress, you can't get it. We don't have to feel embarrassed about owning the same game.
I know, but you kind of... I just played because it was a horror game, but you've sort of played it because, you know, you understand what's going on behind it. And I kind of felt like I lost a lot of that.
Aside from maybe some of like the little folklore stuff, like I don't know much else to do with it. And to be fair, I don't really understand how you actually play the game properly. Which I think was probably quite clear at the time. But I'll see, man. It's a decent one to do on stream. I think you'd be I think you could make a good go of it. Oh, when you go away with your weird tentacle penis heads.
Tentacle penis head. Tentacle penis head.
I don't think it's very expensive. I don't think it cost me. I don't know if I got it in a sale, but I feel like it's not very expensive. I don't know if
It's
it's
like £7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
And then that might have been on sale though. It might be up to £10.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
if it's
not that
still
much.
in
It's
early
not that
access.
expensive.
It might still be in early
Yeah.
access. I don't know. I haven't touched it in a while. But yeah, it's really cool. It's like got this almost 16 sort of bit look to it, but like with that sort of art style to it. A lot of like the cosmic horror and stuff like that as well. Quite apropos, I suppose, considering we're Bloodborne.
Yeah. Reminds me, there was a game I was going to play on one of the indie horror games I was going to play a couple of weeks ago that literally was, it's Lovecraft! And I'm like, and it's like, do you want to play a drawn-out Lovecraft game? No. I really don't. Then again, I'm so grateful for the one. There was one I played that Rowan joined me on to sit and give her out, and my god, was it boring. If I didn't have Rowan there, I would have actually just collapsed in boredom. It was so bad.
What was it?
Consorium? Can't remember. I think it's something like that.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I'm not as deep in the horror game hole as you are.
Yeah. In fairness, I've started just looking at what's coming out recently
Why is that?
for horror because I want to just, you know, play some weird and wonderful shit. And sometimes you find some absolutely bizarre as hell stuff.
Where's the game?
And sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're fucking terrible. And the sad thing is when you find a game that's just, yeah, it works. And then you play a game later that's actually really good but has some glaring faults and you're like, I don't really want to put the game that's, you know, just alright higher than this one, but I kind of have to.
Was it, do you know Jacob Geller? He's like a video essayist on YouTube, he's quite good.
Oh, yeah.
He recently did one on Metal Gear Rising, because like I said, apparently that's become took off all of a sudden because of all the memes. Which I'm not going to complain about, because you should 100% play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on stream.
Which one was Metal Gear Rising again?
It's the one with the Raiden that was done by Platinum Games. It's the best one, it's the only one I've ever played. All the way through. But he described it as a perfect game with glaring flaws. And I quite liked that. I thought that was quite a good way to put it. Is that the recent Call of Cthulhu one? So I saw bits of it. I'll tell you who picked it up. I think my dad picked it up. My dad, he's a man well into his 60s and he got into games again recently. Bought himself an Xbone and a PS4.
Did you go up or down, Barry?
I went up because that's where the gate was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's really into his horror. Like his horror games. He's like Resident Evil and The Evil Within.
Ah. Well, if you ever want some Steam recommendations, I could give you a couple.
Sorry, he's on the consoles at the minute.
He hasn't made it past there, but if he ever makes the jump, I'll tell you what I am kind of tempted to maybe look into getting. Yeah,
What's
I found the bloke. Is this the bloke?
One that really annoyed me is, have you ever heard of Song of Horror?
It rings a vague bell for some reason.
Some of her was, I think it was, I think it might have been given away in one of the things recently or something. But some of her is a game of basically exploring this house and there's all this Cthulhu bullshit going on. But the problem is, if you actually take the time to explore the house, you're more likely to die. As in, it goes, look at all these mysteries, look at all these things going on. But if you look at any of them, it'll just kill you.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like maybe a little bit. I mean it'll just instantly kill you. And why have you gone blurry on stream?
Have I?
Yeah, really.
No, I
Is it just my stream?
think so.
Okay, it might just be my stream playing up. Alright.
Is this the guy you were talking about, by the way?
Yeah, that's that guy.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, it's literally like you walk into a bathroom and if you explore the wrong plug hole, it'll just grab you and pull you straight through it.
Can I ask you?
And then you just lose the character. And you're like, oh, thanks, game.
Can I put to you a different question?
Yes.
What do you mean exploring plug holes?
If you basically have the option to go into a bathroom and explore, and it says, like, you see a bath and the option pops up to say, do you want to explore? If you say yes, it can just insta-kill you.
Yeah, but a plug hole?
Because it's horror games, and this is the kind of weird shit that happens in horror games, sadly.
Like, no, like an actual plug hole, you mean?
Yeah.
Like, how much exploring can there be in a plug hole?
Well, you'd be surprised. It's a Cthulhu game, that's basically what happens in all of them.
What, plug... That one about the sea people was set in plug holes, is that what you said?
What was the one with the sea people, Barry?
You know the one where it's like, it's about the village, Innswich or something like that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And everyone's like sea cult, and they turn into fishmen.
Well, they didn't turn into fish, but let's not get into that.
Ah, fucking noise, that scared me. Hey AJ.
What are you doing, chat?
Oh, AJ, why would you do this to me? Terrifying. Why don't I flinch when he spits fires? I feel like I should flinch. Because I did notice until I was nearly dead. How you doing, AJ, anyway? It's been a minute. I thought you'd be doing some Star Wars stuff, considering it's Star Wars Day. Not
I
bad.
thought it was Star Wars Day.
I did the same until not long before we started. And I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back doing things like this. I only got 66,000. God, what a jip. To be fair, I did spend a bunch of them. In between. Star Trek, any? Oh, okay. Okay, just to stick it to the man.
I mean, what would be worse, adding lightsabers to Star Trek or adding phasers to Star Wars?
I mean, I feel like they pretty much have phases in Star Wars. They're just laser guns. Do Star Wars laser guns count as phases, AJ? Is our Star Wars, Star Trek and Star Wars, what's the word I'm looking for? Expert. What am I going to do with physical damage reduction plus 3%? Who cares?
Take 3% less damage, maybe.
Yeah, but 3%, it's like, no, who cares? I'm just going to say it, right? I want... Blasters, they fire projectile made of superheated gas, phasers in Star Trek are coherent beams of light. I'll get me cold. Fair enough, I suppose. What is a photon torpedo then, though? Because like photon would imply light, but it's like a physical thing. They have them in like in a room with them in, don't they? What's the photon?
What's the photon? The photon!
Why'd you sound like Sean Bean?
What the come from? Don't fucking know.
You sound like Sean Bean doing the Yorkshire tea advert.
I didn't realise Sean Bean did Yorkshire tea adverts.
He does because he's from Yorkshire, I guess.
I'm Yorkshire.
Yeah.
I'm Sean Bean, and you should all drink local.
Right, again, okay. Yorkshire tea is not even particularly good tea.
Is it not?
I don't like it. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. Same with Tetley. I like a nice Assam. I don't know.
Assam is in tea or Assam is in...
Yeah, Assam tea, sorry. It's like a Turkish blend, it's quite malty and quite strong. A power source? I mean a photon of light, can that be a power source? I mean, I guess you have solar panels.
I mean, shooting a solar panel at someone's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So I like the idea now, just someone throwing solar panels out of a ship. Oh, it doesn't take much. Do you want to go big bell or little bell?
You summon me in first then.
Okay.
I will go back to there and ring my little bell.
You need to go a bit further on to the next one.
Do you?
Alright.
Alright.
It was all grayed out. I was going to pop these madmans. And all
Oh,
that.
is it this?
Yeah.
I've just seen where we are on stream. Oh, fuck, it's this section. Okay.
Again, you know,
Yeah, I
always full
said
of
that last
confidence.
time, but
Last bit weren't too bad.
I remember the brain sucking people from this section, and yeah.
Oh.
So we do have to fight the giant worm, which is always fun, because he is quite an adorable little worm.
What the fuck is vermin? Is that practically just good? I have no idea. Maybe the torpedoes that travel at the speed of light, like a photon would.
Photon of light, you mean?
Well, any sort of radiation travels as a photon.
Right. Ringing the little bell.
The spider. There's a spider here, apparently.
Yes, Rom the spider. Eat Rom.
So we can't
Rom
write.
the spider.
We can't write to the spider, is what you're saying.
No, it's Rom. It's not Ram. It's Rom.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, but what's a photon charge?
Photon charm is when you attract someone using light.
A photo charge. A charge. Is it they're
Oh,
just shooting,
charge?
are they
No, I
just
don't
shooting a
know that.
laser at the nuke? And that makes it go bam? It's Cack-handed Dave. There's a summon over here, by the way.
Oh, it's...
I hear splashy noises. Oh, that's alright. It'll be fine. I found the younger twin. Like a CD-ROM, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, right,
we don't like-
you get CD-ROMs, yeah? But
Yeah.
then, like, you have CDs that you can write to. So they're CD-RAMs? I've never heard anyone refer to them as a CD-RAM, though.
No, there's CDRW. Well, CDRW is how they were called before, but yes.
Oh.
That would just be CDR. Shouldn't really make much sense.
Well, no, be a CD... Yeah, exactly. They should have just called them CD-RAMs.
CDRW or just...
I think people would confuse RAM with RAM.
I mean, they haven't confused RAM with, like, sheep yet.
No, I was meaning RAM as in rewritable. To RAM as in, you know, access memory.
It's like there's a bloke. Oh no, I've been grabbed.
Yeah, that's the fucker.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Yep. But he didn't kill you. That's a plus.
It's a brain...
Those are my brains, I need them. I mean, it may not look like I'm using them for much, but I do need them. Is it like Dark Souls where you kind of hit things when they're doing a grab? Or you just wanted to watch it nearly kill us?
Well, I think he's kind of locked in as far as I remember. I don't think I could have done anything.
Yeah. Ooh, a door.
Where's the twin gone?
Yeah, where's the twin gone? Oh, he's over here somewhere, apparently. I just saw his, like, nameplate flash. Twin. You can't figure out how to get over this ledge. Do you think we can, like...
The younger twin is foxed by a wall.
Do you think we can, like, slowly push him?
Hopefully.
Come, twin.
He turned around and looked very angry at you for that.
He did, he didn't like it. He's he seems to be an immovable object.
Rally him.
He's
No,
not,
I didn't want.
he's not doing it.
Damn it, Wonder Twin!
Oh, well, okay, bye, twin.
Yeah, the door
I don't
here is
even-
actually useful.
It's not open. Nibble.
No, can you not open this door now?
Nah, I tried.
Alright, that must be the other side you have to run
There's
from.
an item over there. I don't even have, like, a disk drive on this PC. Like, what are you going to do with...
If there's, you can buy a CD disc drive for like 12 quid now.
You can, but equally, what... I don't... Oh, the twin made it.
He just took some encouragement.
Equally, I feel like, what am I going to use a disk drive for? I've got no discs. So I've been buying discs. So I don't have a disk
You
drive.
use it to watch DVDs. And you're not using your
This
PlayStation
is
for it.
thoroughly unpleasant.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Gaping Dragon if the Gaping Dragon was a bug.
Still buying CDs? But we have, like, flash memory. So much better. So much denser.
So I do still buy CDs. Well, music CDs.
Oh, music
but then again, a
CDs.
lot of the time it's just getting harder and harder to get them, so...
I think it's meant, like, regular CDs.
Yeah, that's the same thing you do. Use this drive to rip the CDs and make them digital.
Yep. Then you get very... Belry, there's a door here you can open.
Oh, is there a way?
Yeah,
I suppose
okay.
I can't criticise people for buying CDs. I do own, like... Oh, there's a door that's already open.
Alright. We just switch.
It's closed by a device. Ah, there's a device.
There's a device there.
I do own, like, 3...
I
vinyl...
was expecting you to say 3 CDs.
No,
I was
like,
gonna go, okay, what are they?
3, like, vinyl sets.
Chest here.
There's a chest. There's chests in this game.
Chest in this one, yeah. Inside here, Belry. The room you were in before. Or going to go in
the door
before I
that's
said
open.
it was a gate.
Oh, okay, fair. And I only really have them because to collect them. I haven't listened to them very much. Let's play a game of...
I had a bunch of apparently kind of semi-rare vinyl, and Amy took most of it because she was like, "I'm getting into vinyl," and I was like,
What is
"Well,
it called?
see what you've got."
Let's play a game called Guess What 3 Vinyls Belry owns.
You own Master and Servant by Depeche Mode.
I do not.
That's why the whole "Let's play a game" came in.
It is not.
Oh,
It's not... you'll kick yourself when you hear.
is it a Weeb soundtrack?
Perhaps.
Is it like the soundtrack to like
Wait, there's 3 different
Danganronpa or something like that?
No, there's 3 different ones. It's not just what... What?
Ow!
I am also dead.
He kind of one-shot me there.
Same. So I've got the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, which is a very good soundtrack. And then the other 2 are both Persona.
I should have guessed Persona. Now
I'm
you say that, I should have guessed
I'm surprised
Persona.
you didn't. I've got the Persona 5.
Ringing small handbell.
I've got the Persona 5 and the Persona 5 Royal one.
I genuinely did think that you were making a reference to Depeche Mode with that "Let's play a game," but that's probably because that's the first song that came to my head.
Fair. I'll tell you how bad my Persona 5 merch buying thing got. So I was out in town. I was like, oh wow, they've got a Persona 5 art book, yeah. And then I got home and I'm going to put it on the bookcase, and guess what's there? the same Persona 5 art book.
Has it got a different cover, or is it exactly
No,
the same?
It's exactly the same. I just forgot I had it.
Oh, well. Maybe you can now, balance each side of the shelf, though.
I could, that's a good idea. The Persona 5 soundtrack and Persona 5 Royal soundtrack's really good. Also, Persona 5 Scramble soundtrack's really good. Best battle theme of them all is Persona 5 Scramble, Axe to Grind.
What is the difference between Persona 5 and Persona 5 Scramble?
Scramble's a Muso,
That doesn't mean anything to me.
like Dynasty Warriors.
Ah, right.
It's really good. Maybe I should play that on stream. I own 4 copies of it. I have it on PC, I have the Japanese version on Switch, I have the English version on Switch, and I got 1 copy with PlayStation Plus. It's good, it's really good. It's got like the Muso combat, but like much better. I think we should not go down that cliff considering how much trouble it gave the twin. Plus, oh, why do people keep grabbing this?
Yeah, once he's grabbed you, I can't attack him.
He didn't do anything. Like,
Can't even attack him until he gets back on his feet. Useless.
I didn't lose any health.
Huh.
It's alright. But yeah, Scramble's good. I like Scramble. I mean, the English title is Strikers, but I think Scramble sounds better, so it's called Scramble. Oh, that's where it is.
Oh.
Dude has a lot of health.
Yeah, he got me again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fine, I'll just eat my incredibly loud biscuit.
Oh, what kind of loud biscuit have you got?
I have
Where's the twin?
Walker's chunky Belgian chocolate biscuit that was free in the hotel room when we were in Manchester.
Oh, what were you doing in Manchester?
It was a tool gig.
Okay, who are you seeing?
Cool.
Who?
Cool.
Oh, I thought you said chill. I thought you were like you were at a chill gig.
No, I was at the tool gig. It was
Ah,
good.
fair. That is also the
They
only
played
reason.
nothing off Undertow, which makes me sad. But apart from that, it was very good.
That is also the only reason I am so fit to visit Manchester is to go see a musician.
What confused me about the Manchester Arena, right? And maybe you can answer this, Belry, being
I went there.
of England descent rather than of
Oh.
typically of Manchester descent. On the wall, it was advertising that their main Manchester site is called the Manc,
Get fucked.
the
Get fucked.
MANC.
Yeah, Manc's a term for people from Manchester.
Yeah, but it's like the Manc is like a thing. But their Facebook one is called the Mancock.
I have no idea.
No, it is. There's a big
Oh.
advert for it in the arena called the Mancock.
Yeah, because that'll be the man.
It's all one word. Is the Mancock.
That'll be like the
And I'm
Manc.
like, why have they got the Mancock?
I assume it's the Manc UK.
It is, but it's spelt the Mancock.
I don't know, maybe they're just being really open about the fetishes. I killed the dude.
Oh yeah, there is also Assman, the office furniture place that we found when we were there as well.
Yes, man, I like that. I like that. I'll come back to the thing, because I killed the bloke.
Oh, good.
I did see,
English people are very weird.
I did see the best name for a tattoo studio I ever saw was called I'm Sorry Mum. Oh, hello, Twin. What are you doing there? The Twin's just standing outside. Right, there you go. I am back by the thing, ready to hear
I'm
ding.
running round the lantern.
Emergency broadcast system? There's an emergency broadcast? What's the emergency?
Please don't tell me the fires are back.
The fires?
He lives in Canada.
Is Canada on fire?
There has been.
Oh. Remember when Australia was on fire for like 3 months and then everyone forgot because of COVID?
Did you just say remember when Australia was on fire and everyone forgot about Australia?
No, everyone forgot about it because of COVID. Do you remember?
Alright. Yeah, vaguely,
Oh, just test. That's all right. I imagine because Canada's quite cold. Canada's probably fairly dry, so it probably burns really well.
You say fairly cold. They get temperatures around 40s there.
40s?
Degrees.
Well, it
That's
depends.
quite hot.
It depends what bit of Canada you're at. But also, if it's quite hot, it's also probably going to be quite dry.
It does not sound like a good place.
I mean, it seems alright. I'd rather live in Canada than America.
Yes.
America just seems like too much. Like far
It
too
does.
much. Like, just chill. Whereas Canada just seems like a bit more reasonable.
And bell ringing women.
Sweeping generalizations, I don't know what you're talking about. I got a key. Tom will agree, Canada's either really hot or really cold all the time.
Oh. Thanks for pushing me off the ledge there, Barry.
You're welcome. I saved your life from the weird flight. I got an empty fast shell.
You go, what?
Oh, it's a magic shell. Okay, I want to put some points so I can use that.
Magic shell!
Yeah, I want to put some points in so I can use it.
Ow.
Ow. That's a bigger drop than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what happened to me as well. Right, you ready to fight Rom?
Yeah.
Rom, the cuddly friend.
Yeah, man.
He's so cuddly.
I like cuddles. There's a bloke.
Yep, talk to him.
I did. You just said, ah.
And points off the end of the pier.
He's not a man of extensive
He's not a man of
vocabulary.
many words, no.
No. Do I jump off the pier? Is that what's going to happen?
Yep. Jump off the pier, then we go fight Rom. Rom, the cuddly friend. He's so cuddly.
Oh, do
And
you know what this reminds me of? The Renala fight.
Look at him. He's so cuddly and fluffy.
He doesn't look that much
He's
of
so fluffy!
he's not a spider. He's got far too many legs to be a spider. John would be just furious at this thing being called a spider.
That's very true. John would actually be furious at that being called a spider.
These little things are spiders. Does this thing attack you, or is it all just like the mobs?
He does. He rolls around on top of you if you get unlucky.
I got killed by mobs. Oh, he's got an awful little tiny mouth thing.
He does. He's a very cute friend. He's Rom, the cuddly friend.
I mean, he might be cuddly, but his friends aren't as cuddly.
That's because they want his little bits of fluff that's all over him. That makes him so cuddly. I should ring my small bell again.
Yeah, they're just really jealous. They get jealous at other people getting hugs. Or
Yep.
cuddles.
Yep.
Exactly.
They want his fluff, or that is why he is cuddly.
Exactly, Com. That's what I said. It's always either really hot or really cold. It's always either 40 degrees or minus 40 degrees.
Always a tiger, or not a tiger.
It's all wait no, because that's not a binary choice. But the one that I gave is a binary choice. It's always either 40 degrees or negative 40 degrees.
Binary choice makes it sound like there's an option to make it one or the other.
So a binary like 2, and now.
Oh, have you rang your small bell, or?
Oh, I rang me small bell. 2
go.
seconds. I'll ring.
Alright, I'll ring my other bell then. Sorry, I thought you were...
It's alright. I rang the wrong by mistake.
No, it's fine. I've switched.
Okay. It's pretty wild being in a place that like frequently has 100-degree weather swings.
It's not really 100 degrees, it's an 80-degree weather swing, but yeah.
Oh yeah. No man, if I was good at maths, I wouldn't be a barman.
Don't barmen have to deal with money?
Yeah, but that's what the till's for. I'm good enough at maths. Like, I remember when I was at uni and I was doing statistics, they said, right, you should know how to do it. You should know, like, the process. So you can help pick which one to use, and so you should know, what's the word I'm looking for? If something goes wrong, but just put it into Excel. Because the computer doesn't.
I mean, Excel has done a lot for the world.
I remember when it used to be called EdXL. Yeah, so like it's a rare possibility for it to be 40, so it must almost always be minus 40, because it's only ever one or the other. Oh, I think I must have rung my regular bell because I've got the little like the twin could be summoned. Maybe I did do that one. And it just...
Well, I'll ring my other bell then.
I don't know what happened. I'm confused.
I'm ringing my small bell now.
God, I really need to set up that ring light. I keep looking over at me other monitor to check the chat and just seeing it, and it's like, oh god. Maybe I should position the camera as well somewhere that doesn't show my continually fading hairline.
One day you and John will be one.
No, never. I refuse. So someone at my work, right, got a hair transplant. Not that long ago.
You're more and more popular these days, Belry.
He went to London and got a hair transplant.
I mean, most people go to London to make their fortune, but recently some people have been going to London to get a hair transplant.
Or, yeah, to spend a fortune.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not convinced by it.
I mean, I remember watching a thing about someone talking about how they had a hair transplant, and they went along with like a tablet so they could like read stuff like their books and stuff like that while they're waiting, and they went,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
there's no point having that, and it's like, why not? Because you'll want to see the blood in your eyes.
I don't know about that, but like apparently it took like fucking I can't remember if he said 6 or 8 hours, but it's a process.
It's a process. It depends how hairy you really want to be, Belry. Do you want your hair to be on your head, or do you want it to be scattered evenly throughout your body?
I have a lot of hair throughout my body. Legally, I can't actually be naked, as far as the law is concerned.
Yes. Legally, Belry can't be naked because he's too much hair.
Yeah. I can't be arrested for indecent exposure because there's not enough exposed. I don't like his tail.
What's wrong with his tail?
It's weird.
It's not weird. It's just a bit fluffy.
It is. Also, where are these souls? I can't see any souls. Because everything's just white. Oh, there they are. I found them. Where's the cuddle buddy? Oh, he makes more spiders.
He runs off and then occasionally shoots some shit around. Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
I got squished.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'll just solo it.
Yep.
Oh, spiders. Okay, never mind. I didn't solo it. Apparently Vancouver's quite warm. I hear Vancouver gets quite warm in Canada.
Canada?
Canada.
Canada, okay.
Yeah.
I have rang my small bell.
I have run my larger bell. I've got the opening for your boy Kong stuck in my head.
Okay, we'll have to sing Kids in America again, get out of it.
No, it's a good song.
Oh wait, AJ's here, we can ask AJ.
A chicky chicky bang bang, a chicky chicky bang bang. What we're gonna ask AJ, I forgot.
Ask AJ what the name of the song with the Oh God, I just can't get enough. Who sang I just can't get enough?
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's on the tip of my tongue now, actually. I just can't get enough. I just can't get. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Pulling AJ away from his podcast editing to tell us answer to something we could easily look on Google.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think this is more important. Bang bang, chicky chicky bang bang. I'm gonna put this song in the Discord later because it's kind of a jam.
Are you singing Copacabana?
I'm not. I'm singing Bang Bang, a Chicky Chicky Bam Bam. It's the opening for Your Boy
Okay.
Kyungmin.
And I was like, oh God.
It's the opening for your boy Kyungmin,
Ah.
and it's a jam. No, I'll put it in the thing later so you can experience how much of a jam it is. And I think I mentioned it before. Like, it's one thing I really like about anime is that like the openings are like songs, you know. Like, you know, you like watch a show and it's like Game of Thrones. I mean, it's catchy, but it's just like just like 20
Yeah,
seconds.
but I always get a Game of Thrones scene stuck in my head whenever I go on a glass lift for some reason. I don't know why.
Why are you going in that many glass lifts that you notice?
Oh, there's one at the cinema, so.
Oh, very fancy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get like a proper song, and it's something like if you're watching a show and it's like getting a new season, it's like something to look forward to. A new season, it's like, oh, what's going to be the new song? Like, some of them are just really good songs. Well, there won't be any song questions. What? Is that like horses when they lick like the salt off the road? I guess.
Did you not hear about this, Belry? That Mrs. in Canada, Mrs. or Miss?
Where the moose is in Canada.
Already
Where the moose
full.
in Canada.
It's like sheep. Moose
Miss.
is like sheep.
Miss.
Shut up.
No, that sounds so much like
Miss
mine.
being addicted to licking salt off things.
Oh. Where the moose in Canada. What is that? I don't like it.
He
glad I
shot
was far
into the air and killed me.
I'm glad I was far
I
enough away.
was too
for that
busy
not hitting me.
discussing Miss.
Yeah, where the moose in America. Or the Canada.
Miss in America.
Who is the most famous Canadian?
Ryan Reynolds.
Is Ryan Reynolds Canadian?
Yeah.
He doesn't sound Canadian.
Is that a problem?
No, he just doesn't sound Canadian. Wouldn't have guessed Canadian. The only one I could think of off the top of my head was the woman who sang in the car.
Well, that's Dorset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. It's like rain. It's like rain.
I know exactly what song you're meaning, and I don't know what I should say to make anyone else feel better. But Alanis Morissette is famous for being Canadian and lying to Americans about what the term ironic means.
What?
Because nothing in the song ironic is actually ironic.
Wasn't that like a not a Simpsons, a Futurama thing as well? Stop shooting things. There's too many spiders. Help.
Kind of dead, I can't really help.
I was very considerate.
No problem.
I'm gonna have to go back to the Axis is doing no damage.
Where's the twin?
I don't know. I feel like he's not actually helping much. Is the twin around at all? Or is he dead? I don't see him. He's probably dead.
He's probably dead.
This is an excessive amount of spiders.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the guy to ask if I can get the thing off him.
What, for the
So I
twin
can
that doesn't
summon
help?
the thing that I can summon the friend with, but doesn't actually help.
Oh, piss off. Everyone just piss off. This is actually kind of ridiculous. Like, where are you gonna get your hits in? Oh, I died. But everyone who saw was like, wow, that was really cool. He was a cool dude. I'm just gonna like leave the twin. I wonder if he's affecting the scaling, like the health scaling or something.
I'm sure I spoke to this guy before, but he didn't give me this item before. Oh well. Oh well, I have it now.
If you put it in your thing, then you'll be able to summon a useless NPC.
If you put it in your thing, you can summon the useless NPC. That was one syllable far too long, wasn't it?
Yeah, you make this think of the Poddington Peas as well.
Let's summon the NPC.
Down at the bottom of the garden, among
That's
the
where we summon.
bees.
We summon NPCs.
Can't think of a punchline for it.
There's a lot of little.
Ooh, I want to see if I can do anything with this.
There's a lot of little people called the Poddington
There's a
Peas.
bunch of little people. They're called the Poddington Peas. The Poddington Peas in baritone.
Yes. Is it in baritone?
Yeah, it goes lower. I'm pretty sure. It's like the
think it does. It's
Poddington
the same-
Peas. The Poddington
I think it's
Peas.
the same as before. It's just a bit more.
It's not the Poddington Peas. The Poddington Peas. Or something like that.
I think they just repeat it. I don't think they have to go in baritone. Maybe they do. I will say though, black beans are fantastic.
That bean's alright. I like
Like I've
Cross
really
the
grown
centre,
to love
fingers
black beans
crossed.
in the last few years.
no, cheers for popping your head in, Com. Nice to see you after so long.
Hey, come, take care, man.
Do you know what I don't like? I don't like chickpeas.
I think we've had this discussion before, Belry, but what's wrong with chickpeas?
They're too mushy. Same with butter beans.
Yeah, but if you take chickpeas and you dry them out and then you crush them, then you end up with fucking humus, and that makes them really worse. Like,
I've eaten them just.
yeah.
I've eaten just dried chickpeas before, and they were nice.
I can imagine dried chickpeas be quite nice because chickpeas have quite a good sort of texture.
I think
It's like eating nuts, essentially.
frozen peas.
Is it not chickpeas that you
Oh, hello.
spice and then dry and then they become the?
I don't-
Or is that actually wasabi? Am I thinking of wasabi peas?
Oh, wasabi peas. I like a wasabi pea.
Well, humans aren't. It's
You're being chased by
Am
a
I?
friend, Barry.
Well, oh. Have you ever had or have you ever seen those like little snacks? It's just like little seaweed snacks. It's like sheets of nori, and like you get them.
No. I know no one ever offers me these kind of snacks, so I never try them.
Oh, there's someone else here. Let's try you. Maybe you'll be more useful than the twin. Damien of Menzies.
Hey, we're in the Menzies.
But they're very
lot
tasty.
of
I
coats.
got these wasabi ones, and my god, they were delicious. But Jesus Christ, they cleared the tubes.
What is his hat?
It's the Menzies.
Is he wearing a small tower on his head? Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
It's fashion. You mean to tell me you don't understand fashion? Right, where's me?
Oh, that's why I leave it to you, Barry.
Where are me souls?
I don't want to worry you,
Mm-hmm.
but Mr. Menzies. Oh no, he's fine. He's in. He's in. He was struggling with working out how to jump off a pier.
Yeah, they don't seem to be good at jumping off things, but also where are these souls? Like, they're really difficult to find. Ah, screw it. It's only 30,000. I think that's the way to do it, because you get the OE, and like you can, it'll one-shot this little spiders, it seems, if the second one hits.
Where's he gone? He's over there.
I think maybe we should kill some of these little spiders.
Oh, we should. There you go. Some spiders dead.
You shooting stuff at things? I thought that was wrong.
These spiders take a lot of damage.
If they seem to die if you get both hits of the charge attack, or at least they do for me.
Moving again.
He is moving. Hopefully that's where the souls are. There you gone, Rom. Oh, I see them.
What, your souls?
I got them. Do you call them... Right, do you call them runes or souls? Real talk.
Souls. Why?
In Elden Ring.
I still call them souls in Elden Ring.
And do you call them graces or do you call them bonfires?
They're still bonfires to me, damn it.
I did call them grace holes for a little while.
Grace holes.
Yeah. Because they're little like holes in the ground. And also, it kind of sounds like glory hole, and that's apparently the level of comedy at which I'm operating.
I mean, would Elden Ring be better or worse for glory holes?
I mean, it depends where you go. Like, you don't want to see it in like Disneyland, but I killed it. I did it all by myself. And you were there, I suppose. Ooh, there's a lady. Is this a lady?
There's a lady.
Whoa, 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 there's a lady.
I was doing Led Zeppelin, but you're going far better than me, so.
What Led Zeppelin song is that?
Stairway to Heaven.
Ah, there's a lady who knows. Yeah.
Ladies who's sure.
Why is the moon crying?
Why is the moon crying?
The moon
Don't
should not
cry,
cry.
moon. Get to your soup.
I don't think the moon is supposed to cry.
And
Lunarium Key. Bergenworth. Ah. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. I don't want to.
oh dear.
I don't think I want to. Am I gonna die? Oh, what the fuck.
What?
So, I spawned in a place, and
There's
then...
now some tentacles coming through that ceiling, Barry.
Yeah, there's like... Is this like a thing? Like... I don't like that.
You've got a hand.
He does, I don't like him. Oh no, go away. Oh, what's this?
What?
Oh, I want to spend these souls. Don't kill me. Oh, is that another one of them over there? Oh, he's got too many arms.
How can he have too many arms, Belry? He might be a drummer.
Drummers tend not to have 6 arms.
I mean, they'd play more drums if they had more arms.
Is this our friend who had the stupid hat, but dead?
It does look like him.
Looks like he's hat at least. Oh, I don't like it.
Do you really wanna hurt him?
Yeah, exactly. The drummer from Def Leppard only had 1 arm, and he's a cool drummer.
I mean, if you took the arm he lost and you surgically attached it to another drummer, would it be better or worse?
I think that would be an abomination, is the technical term.
Hmm.
Farewell, good.
I do like a bit of Def Leppard. You got the peaches, I got the cream, sweet to taste, saccharine, 'cause I'm hot, hot, so hot, sticker sweet from my head to my feet.
Very well then.
Do you
Pour some
take
sugar
the
with me. It's far too overplayed.
It is, but it's a good song.
Yeah.
One lump of chill. Shake the bottle, shake it up. Break the bubble, break it up. Pour your sugar on me. Come on, find me up. Oh, it's a. Oh, fuck's sake, I've stuck in my head. Right,
Well, AJ's actually back at the moment, so we should probably ask him. AJ, who's sang I Just Can't Get Enough?
Yeah, who's sang I Can't Get Enough?
We've been asking this for a while and nobody's had an answer.
I just can't get enough. Yeah.
Who was it, actually?
When I hear you calling, I something, something, something. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Something, something, something. Da, 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 da.
Why are you... This is why you're singing the fucking Who song. I keep getting stuck in my head every time this happens.
The Who song?
The Pinball Wizard.
Oh. Pinball Wizard.
Not fucking Pinball Wizard. I know that. It's not fucking Pinball Wizard. But that's the one I always get mixed up between that song, because it just blurs in too well.
He doesn't like Pinball Wizard though. A deaf, dumb and blind kid sure pays a mean pinball. I remember I had an ex who used to get really annoyed because I sung Shania Twain, oh, what is it? Don't Impress Me Much, but I sung it too bluesy.
How can you sing that too bluesy?
I don't know, she didn't like it though.
Oh, did you make it sound like something would impress you enough? That would be the way you could sing it wrong.
I just sang it like normally, like, how's it go?
I don't know. I can probably remember it, but my brain...
Me much. Oh, 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 I so you got the blues, but I know they said blues. So you got
Are you now making it sound like Johnny Cash singing That Don't Impress Me Much?
No, I'm not trying to make it sound like Johnny Cash. That's how I sang it. So it goes. I can't remember how it goes now. I mean, I can't sing it in as high a register as Shania Twain because I just don't have a higher register. Oh, why? No, my brains, I need them.
I was trying to kill him, but he wouldn't let me.
Wait, it's alright, I'm dead.
He ate your soul.
Two different versions of what entered the world of Cack-handed Dave? I will ring my little bell.
Oh, Don't Impress Me Much. Yeah, she released her entire album as a country album as well as a thingy album. It's kind of fucking weird.
That does make sense from Shania Twain.
Yes.
But also, who sang Just Can't Get Enough?
Yeah. Who sang Just Can't Get Enough, AJ?
You're the only person who can help us now.
Hope has failed us. You are our only hope.
I keep getting ate by these flies. Depeche Mode. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, it sounds like a Depeche Mode song. It's always something Depeche Mode to do. This is not going well. I just got killed by flies.
What Depeche Mode reference we've had today, then?
It is the. I thought we had another Depeche Mode song come up.
We did. It was Master and Servant.
Yeah, exactly. That might be why we got stuck on Depeche Mode. How do you feel about the Talking Heads?
Which song are we talking about?
Like the only Talking Head song.
Is that not Psycho Killer?
No, it's the other one. It's oh, what is it, man? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh fuck, what's it called, man? Can't remember any of the words now. So
The only fucking head song I can think off the top of my head is Psycho Killer. Where are you, Barry?
I summoned my bell, but also I got killed by flies, so I'm respawned and I summoned again.
I'll come back and try and find you then.
Once in a lifetime.
What?
Once in a lifetime. By the
What?
Talking Head.
Texas song?
The what song?
Texas.
The Texas song?
Yeah.
No, Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads, you know. Once in a
Oh, I thought you-
lifetime. Da, 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 watching the days
Oh,
go
right.
by.
It took me a while to.
Something
See,
falling
now
on
you've
top.
said that, the only song coming into my head is the "And You Find Yourself" one.
Yeah, and you find yourself in a large automobile, and you find
Yeah.
yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife,
Is that once in a lifetime?
and yeah, and a beautiful, and you think to
Huh.
yourself, this is not my beautiful house, and this is not my beautiful wife. That one. Yeah.
No, not Burning Down the House. Burning Down the House was. Who did Burn Down the House originally?
Mm.
Because it was the Tom Jones Cardigans one I remember, but I don't remember who did it originally.
I don't know. I'm not AJ. Oh, did you like that one?
Yes.
We'll get revenge. Oh, did you kill the guy? You killed him. Okay.
Yeah, I killed the guy up there. Just the sort of gaping bug over here that's not dead yet.
Why does it produce a nebula? How does it produce a nebula and then shoot things out?
It does look like some sort of antenna. Like TV antenna, not. Yeah.
What are you watching TV on?
What, me?
Yeah.
Screen?
No, that your antenna looks like that.
Some sort of 80s Sony thing, I'm sure.
That's not my beautiful house. That is not my beautiful wife. Watching the days go by. Da, 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 da.
You go in my head now.
Yeah, man.
Fuck's sake.
It's one of those songs that no one knows the words for, but the tune is very catchy. Oh no, my health. I need that to live. Okay.
He jumped through the door.
Yeah, that's cheating.
He actually jumped through the door. I couldn't follow him.
Burning down the house is also the Talking Heads, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah, I'll run into that building and then I'll ring me bell. I'll ring me bell and then I'll run into the house, actually.
Oh, he's just killed me.
Ah, God, what a scrub. Can you imagine getting killed by that guy? Lame.
Yeah.
I find something a bit faster works better on him. Which is why I'm like using the little sword instead of the big sword.
Just like my axe, though.
Yeah, but like just use the little
That's
axe.
the one thing I liked about Bloodborne more than anything is you sort of started with a weapon and you didn't really change much.
Oh no.
Even with the giant silly hammer.
I mean, you see me play Dark Souls. You know that's not my style.
Yep. Yep. Right. Ringing my resident. No, beckoning bell.
I know what I mean.
Beckoning bell.
PlayStation, not on Steam, because then we could have played together.
We've got Bloodborne to play through first. We've got Bloodborne to play through first.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about, you know, not necessarily on stream. Just talking in general.
Which one? I didn't catch what you actually said. To play.
Talking about Elden Ring.
To be fair, Elden Ring's pretty good.
Hmm.
I don't know how good Elden Ring would be to like. I feel like a lot of Elden Ring is awkward to do like co-op all the time because getting around is a bit awkward. But and
Well, you can teleport around. It's just
I think there's a
you
lot
can
to do.
teleport around, no problem. But the problem is you can't use your horse for
Yeah, that's what I mean.
fights, which can get really annoying after a while.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that is probably best done off screen as well.
It's a lot tougher when you play the game in co-op because you can't use your horse for any kind of combats.
Just for certain enemies, only certain enemies are tough.
But in the same way, you can slightly cheese some fights by having the person you summoned in go and fight them and then run away. And then, every time they die, you can just summon them back in.
So that only
And the
works.
boss doesn't be health, yeah.
That only works in the overworld though, because if they die in a dungeon, like boss fight, obviously they kind of put the sign in, but also I think a lot like a lot of things you have to die.
If you've already killed the boss, you can do that.
Dave, man, in your cack hands.
Yeah, I know. If you've already killed the boss, you can actually, put your summon sign back in the room.
Never tried putting it in the room, actually, to be fair.
After you've killed it, if you're doing it co-op, you can actually just put your sign back in the same room.
Okay.
Because, filthy co-op.
I'd have to pick it up on PC, to be fair. But I would be open
Ringing
to
the
doing
bell. No. Very good. Oh well. I couldn't remember if that was the case.
What's with these messengers? Have they got like gross bloody heads now?
We did try.
I have like a cool thing I can put on me messengers or something. I'm sure I had like a little hat.
And we have to sort of, when you go back to the thing, you kind of go round the edge and through the garden. And you could put them on there, but I can't remember how you get hold of the things to put on them.
I have a little hat and an urn festival. I don't know how to do it. I have to go to somewhere in the Hunter's Dream, he said.
Yeah, it's Hunter's Dream.
Okay.
Next time I see you back there, I'll tell you where to go for it.
Okay. Because I mean, anything that will cover up these horrible bloody heads. Hey, look at them, they're gross. Sorry. Pardon me.
Just waiting for the spell to find you. There we go.
Always speak of the devil. So yeah, when you're gonna play?
Called by the bell's timbre, a bell-ringing woman has arrived.
When are you gonna play through Metal Gear Rising then?
Yes. What's the summer? No, fresh. Yes.
Get on the normie stuff. Even though I wouldn't say Metal Gear Rising is normie, it's just kicked off all of a sudden because of the memes. And to be fair, as much as I would like to play it, I also feel like it would be better done by someone who's going in fresh, you know? And so I can sit on call and watch.
If I ever just get the urge just to roll with playing something a bit more long term, I might do it.
Long term, it's like a 5-hour game.
Yeah. Now I've got I do have Resi Village to finally play through at some point.
Oh god, yeah, I've bought that on something and I've never touched it.
Yeah, I bought it recently because it was down to 25 quid again, and I was like, fuck it, I've actually got a little bit of money now.
Yeah, I picked it up in a
Go
sale.
buy it.
Can't remember what I even bought it on, if it's on PlayStation or PC.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at it yet, though I am so tempted by the fucking... So many of the fucking add-ons that just add weird and bizarre creatures to it rather than zombies.
Oh, you mean like mods?
Yeah. Bell ringing woman is dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw one that turned them all into like Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, that's the one I'm tempted by. Because what's scarier than being hunted by Barney the dinosaur?
Pass. Hunted by multitudinal Barney the dinosaurs. Barney is a dinosaur, he likes to eat brains. Whatever happened to zombies eating brains, right? Like,
I mean, since COVID, I mean, everyone's been a bit more careful, so maybe they don't know it's not there.
but like, in zombie stuff, like, they used to always eat brains, yeah?
Well, yes.
But now they just eat people.
Well, it's so the kind of, you know, it used to be about brains, and then everyone did the sort of always got no brain joke, and then everyone just kind of got sick of it and then moved on.
I mean, it's very, like, using the whole buffalo, but...
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like the zombie stuff has lost a bit of itself. Like, I don't think we're ever going to get another brain dead, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever the Americans called it. Dead Alive? Or
Which
is that
one?
what we called it? Was it the Americans or us that called it Dead Alive?
What, the film Brain Dead?
Yeah.
In the Americans, I don't remember that. You do mean the Peter Jackson movie, right?
I mean the film where the guy has the lawnmower.
Yeah, that is Brain Dead.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one territory
You get it like Dead Alive is the name, which is a terrible name.
That was Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Did you not know that?
Apparently not.
He did like 3 or 4
Oh fuck.
horror movies. He did Brain Dead, Bad Taste, Frighteners, I think was the other one.
Hmm.
Sure, he did another one after that, but I really cannot remember it. Oh. Frighteners was the one with the weird fucking guy obsessed with the machine gun. That's all I remember from it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Ooh, doesn't ring a bell. Anyway, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm gonna see if I can figure out where to put the hat on these messengers.
Basically, if you go, you know the back door into the house.
The back door.
If you go up to the house and then go through and out the back door, there's like a tunnel. Sorry, if you go out the back door and basically turn immediately to your right, there's a passage along in the garden. Yeah, that way.
What?
Keep going to like when you come out the door, go immediately to your right. Back up to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way.
This way.
Go back,
Oh,
go back, right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. What?
Right. Turn to your
How long has this
behind
been?
you, Belry.
Sorry, how long has this been here?
Yeah, it's that bit there. There's the pool.
How long has this been here?
That's been there. Always been there.
Since when?
Since like the first time I've played the game, it's been there, Belry.
Nah, I'm calling bullshit.
Do you not explore the surrounding area?
Clearly not. That's wild.
Ah.
Yeah, that's actually wild. You beat the boss yet?
He's down to about 40% health, but I've just lost the Casper friend with the crazy hat.
Oh no.
Mostly because I wasn't really paying attention while trying to guide you to the thing.
I mean, I'm impressed you managed to do that well.
My last ballroom.
No, it's
There's anything in here. Why do I want to
Why?
come back?
Not even 11 yet.
Doesn't
We have
look
a
like
long way to go.
okay.
We'll need 2 classes to pay. My pills in the morning and overnight.
Well, I'm dead now.
I knew you could do it. I mean, never mind.
Ringing the bell.
Somebody's ringing a bell. Who sang that?
Which one?
Somebody's calling my name. Somebody's ringing the bell. Or something like that.
I have no idea, Belry. Who is ringing the bell?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. AJ, come out in the clutch.
Music Man! Music Man! Who sang this song, Music Man?
It was Let 'Em In by Paul McCartney and the Wings. Now I feel dirty.
I don't remember any Paul McCartney and Wings songs apart from Live and Let Die.
That was Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Who let him do a James Bond song? Live and Let Die. That's a good Bond song. That's a good Bond song.
Is it?
Live and Let
It changes
Die.
tempo like 8 times. It's not.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing inherently. AJ will tell you.
We'll wait for AJ's opinion on
Tempo changes.
Live and Let Die.
It's like key changes. Key changes are good as well.
Yeah, but it's just how many just tempo changes. It keeps going from being like
Da-da-da,
fast to really slow, really fast again.
da-da-da,
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da. Oh, did you not open this chest, by the way?
You're already in, aren't you, bro?
Mm.
Yeah, you're there. That's fine.
Yeah, it was like a chest that you didn't open. No.
I'll take my phone in case I need you to help me.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, the chest there I didn't look at.
Yeah, there's a chest there.
Yeah.
Da-da-da,
What chest?
da-da, da-da-da,
Student uniform? Are you trying to...
I'm saying there's a chest.
Quite worrying when you open a box, find a student outfit and turn around to find a
Is the-
old hunter scholar
Sorry.
standing in front of you holding a...
Sorry, is the moon pregnant?
It might be, Barry.
Because I just read a thing that says when the red moon hangs low and the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with a child. And then the moon was all red, and then it was crying. Has somebody fucked the
I
moon?
mean, haven't you had a night that ends with the moon getting pregnant?
Who's fucked the moon?
We don't ask that. We just ask, you know, haven't you had a night that ended with that?
Who's the moon's child's father?
Well, it was AJ, of course.
Oh, fair.
That's all kids.
AJ is the moon's baby daddy.
He has all the kids.
Klepto's got a new stepmother. The moon.
All the romantic songs come from
Like,
AJ and the moon.
I always quite like the song We're Looking at the Same Moon. Yeah, that's a nice one. Alright, I've killed 2 spiders. 3 spiders.
I can't hear you singing anything without you singing it as Johnny Pockets.
Though we're miles apart.
The same moon that we're miles apart.
We're looking at the same moon. When you're deep in my heart.
Don't you know that you'll always be my baby?
That was one time I sang like that.
It stayed with me though, that's all I'll say.
It was a good version of one of the best covers of
Ebony and Ivory,
yeah,
yes.
that's the song. I was going to say something about piano keys because I forgot what the song was called. Oh wow, that just one-shots me, I guess. Okay. Is it a duet if you sing both roles though?
I assume so.
AJ.
All these musical conundrums are remaining unanswered.
I know, right? We slacking. Is it a duet, AJ, if one person fills both roles?
Oh, I'm dead from the thing.
Like, if you get those people who have like, you know, like where they wear like half a dress and like they shave half a beard and whatnot. Would that be a duet?
It depends if it's tonally different.
Yeah, if they do like different voices.
Yeah. If you got one that's baritone and one that's, I don't know,
Tenor?
what's another different music
Tenor?
variety?
A tenor?
Tenor, yeah. Tenor, soprano, allegro, parmesan.
God, look at it, you speak Italian, Christ. I'll tell you what, actually, is... hey, Riverless Vicenti, I'm going to say. Nice to have you.
You've got a really fancy follower thing, Barry.
Yeah, it's part of Streamlabs. I've set it up over the, what do you call it? Over the charity one. To match with the overlay I was using then, I guess I never changed it. But yeah, it's just all baked in on there.
Very
Yes,
nice.
good to have you. Good to have you.
Yes, thanks for following.
How close was I with the name reading out?
You were a lot closer than I'd ever get. I'll tell you that.
Get a lot of practice at work from people who are on holiday. We had a Natasha Wheeler Scorchta, and I was very close with it. I was very proud. I was also complimented on my French pronunciation.
On your friend's pronunciation?
Yeah, so I said, I only know one phrase in French. Oh, thank you for the host, Riverless NT, which again, I'm going to go with that. The only phrase I know how to say in French is Je ne parle pas français, and I was complimented on my pronunciation thereof.
Yeah. Yes, welcome in, Raiders. Do you want to do a quick plug for what we do, Barry?
So I've been away from this for a year, so maybe you should do it. But yeah,
Right.
So I am literally returning for doing this after a year of being off. But there's been a lot of horror stuff you've been doing. I'm hoping to do more.
I do weird indie horror stuff 2 nights a week. We do co-op games with Power Trauma and Deep Rock every Friday. Well, Power Trauma Tuesday, Deep Rock on Friday. And yeah. Then we do live RPG on Sundays.
Yeah.
And sometimes Mondays as well. And we're going to be doing Bloodborne on Wednesdays from now on.
Yeah.
At least for future.
We'll figure out what we'll do after that. Maybe we'll finish Dark Souls 2. God.
Let's not tempt fate, Barry.
Yeah, man. All the Soulsborns, I guess, have at least some level of persistent co-op. There's some areas you can't do it. Oh shit! I think I'm low on blood vials.
Yeah, it's always kind of worrying when that happens. When you start one with 19 and you're like, why have I only got 19? Oh, it's fine, I just maybe used one. No,
17.
no, you didn't. Yeah.
I got 17. Like some sort of scrub.
You scrub never bear.
Who did you kill? This is admittedly my first go through. To this extent, anyway. I played a little bit of it in the past, but so I might not know who it is, but I'll have it to look forward to. The third one, oh Christ, yeah, you can take them in a few different orders, can't you, the first couple? You've got, what, it could be Cleric Beast, Gascoigne...
Depends really, you get your Cleric Beast, Gascoigne, you got the... What's the one that's like really bloody when you fight it and it like...
Oh, the Bloodstar Beast.
Bloodstar Beast, yes. Bloodstar Beast,
like,
that was a fun fight. Or Vicar Amelia's a fun fight as well.
Yeah, he's got that, the Poison Bitch. There's a Poison Bitch?
Poison Bitch? Poison Bitch.
Who's
Poison
the
Bitch.
boss?
What's the point? Yeah, I remember that we started this in November, Belry, so
Yeah, that is true.
it has had 5 months for us to forget what we've actually killed. There was the 2 witches.
Yeah.
I don't think they were poisoned though, were
No,
they?
they just sort of shot stuff out.
I'm dead again. Got meteored in the face.
Well, I'm gonna go buy some more blood vials. It's on all fours and it can poison.
Get poison. Oh,
Is it
come on,
like,
what?
is it furry?
20 questions. We're working out which Bloodborne boss.
I feel like is it furry doesn't really narrow it down a bit, to be fair. There's a lot of furry bosses in Bloodborne.
Yeah, but oh wait, is it the? Oh god, what's the one after all the werewolf zone?
Oh, does it do madness or something? It's not.
You know the werewolf zone where it's like you go
I
through
think I
and
know,
you get back out here one.
I think I know. I think that's the Bloodstarved.
Is it?
I have a feeling.
Yeah, that would be poison. That'd be Bloodstar Beast.
Does he poison you?
Is it the one bit I can only describe the one that's kind of flappy, but yeah.
Yeah, he's very
think
flappy.
Yeah,
So
I think that's Bloodstar Beast.
I could buy a whole 9 blood vials. I'd have some pocket souls, I guess. Yeah,
Bloodstar Beast, yes, that's the one we were thinking of, yes.
Yeah, I forgot he poisons you.
Fantastic, congrats on killing it. It can be a real pain.
You can. He's a fun
But yeah,
fight,
congrats
though.
on killing it.
He's a fun fight. You can cheese him with some fire, though. He doesn't like fire.
Yep. We had, what was the NPC we summoned in for that fight that just couldn't do anything and kept dying?
Oh, I can never remember the names of them.
Arthur or something like that.
I mean, Arthur does sound like the kind of guy who wouldn't be able to do very much of anything.
Oh, Belry.
What? Have I offended all the Arthurs?
They don't get really Arthur as a name much anymore. Even though the aardvark.
Do you know what? I bet, though, you'll get
A few Arthurs coming through. It's like all those sort of like old-fashioned names are becoming fashionable again.
You rang your bell?
I have rang my bell.
Cool.
Cloud Beast is cool.
Clyde Priest is on the bridge, isn't he?
The first one? Yeah. I liked Cloud Beast as a fight.
Yeah, it's like a good, like, introduction to what a lot of the bosses will be.
Yeah.
Why at Dave? Save. Oh no, I didn't save your life. Save your life. Save your life. Yeah, I suppose it's not. You don't have a lot of space to fight him.
The have a few, you know, for the Cleric Beast is not great.
But I guess it's good at like teaching you like how dodging is different in this game compared to other Souls games. How do I mean? Like, 'cause I don't know, like you're not dodging away,
yeah,
you're like
yeah,
dodging
I get
through
what you
and
mean.
into attacks.
Yeah.
Kind of like Elden Ring actually as well. You'd want to dodge into most attacks.
That's my rolling around and try and be a bit more aware. I'm not going to get hit by meters again this time. So I'm down to 4 insight.
Really? You not got any ones in your pocket?
I've got some Madman's knowledge in my pocket, but yeah.
So I don't mind a JRPG. I only really got into them recently. I'm one of those ones who Persona 5 was the first one I got into, and I got really into Persona 5, like really into Persona 5. But I'm getting into a bit more. It's finding the time though now. Like I'm a bit older and I don't have quite as much time to play them because they tend to be
Barry.
quite long.
Is it this year or next year you turn 30, Barry?
Why would you say that? Why? Why would you bring that up? It's next year.
I just, yeah, yeah. Well, that means we need to do something big for your birthday next year.
I mean, or we can just pretend like it's not happening.
Yeah, John and a cake, it'll be fun.
Yeah. John and the cake. Maybe I'll finally get that threesome for 2.
Yep.
I've picked up Stranger Paradise actually. I haven't played much of it, but it's okay. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but I just feel like I need to give it more time to let the combat system like sort of open up a bit more to unlock some more jobs. I do like the whichever one it is that punches a lot. That one's fun. Stranger Paradise has co-op, does it? Okay, that's news to me. I can see that being good. Wow, he just stole me kill. My dick. Yeah, but like, can you play that with like another person, or is it only the AI controlled party? So you can do that with other people. That'd be pretty cool. Oh wow, okay, that's pretty rad. I might have to see if anyone's up for picking that up.
What is it, Barry?
Stranger Paradise. It's the latest Final Fantasy game actually, but it's done by Ninja Theory. Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you know Ninja Theory?
Vaguely.
So Ninja Theory makes it. So it's more of like it's not quite character action, but it's probably closer to Neo or Neo 2 if you ever played any of them. Neo 2 is great. Neo 2 is probably my favourite like Souls-like game. Neo 2 is so good.
I've not played Neo actually. I've been told I'd probably like it, but
Right. So here's
the same person that told me that I'd like Neo was the one that told me that they hated Dark Souls because it was too overly complicated, but they really liked Neo, and I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to hate this game, whatever it is now, because
it's probably more complicated than Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's what kind of my brief look at Neo unraveled, and I wasn't really sure what the fuck to make of that after that.
What I would say though is don't play Neo. Play Neo 2.
Don't play Neo 2.
Neo 2, yeah, Neo 2 is much better. Oh wait, I've got loads of blood vials. Why did I only have 17 before? Yeah, Neo 2, yeah, Neo was made by Ninja Theory. They made a bunch of stuff like this as well either. I think did Ninja Theory make, Christ, what was it called back in the day? Heavenly Sword?
Ninja Theory makes my brain... the name rings, but I can't place what game it is I've played by Ninja Theory.
They made a Heavenly Sword, I think, back in the day.
I think I've played Was Heavenly Sword the PS3 game?
Yeah. With Andy
Yeah, I
Serkis
think
in
I
it.
played that. There we go, Rom's dead.
Grats.
I have no idea where my souls are, but Rom is dead.
Yeah, no worries. They made Hellblade.
Thanks, man. Cheers,
Cheers,
bro.
man. Yeah, likewise. I'll catch you around, I'm sure.
Have a good sleep.
Where? Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah,
Talk about Ninja Theory.
Yeah, they made Hellblade.
Hellblade would be what I'm thinking of.
They made the Devil May Cry game we don't talk about.
Which one do we not talk about? Because I've never really got into Devil May Cry.
DMC.
Oh, the one that was actually just called DMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or rather, to give it its full name, DMC Devil May Cry.
I really wish that there was a way of finding your souls easier in this.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's tough. It's not a good time.
No. She's weeping at the moon now.
Yeah, and then the moon's like, oh, I'm pregnant. I wish there was a quick way to swap between like bonfires and having to go all the way back and then go again.
Yeah. between having to go all the way back just to level up and all the way back to
Mhm.
to do that, yeah.
That's me blood. My literal blood, sorry, not the game.
How is your blood?
It's
Come as
alright.
it sort of fix itself.
It's alright. To be fair, I should probably make something to eat. Where the hell is that? I'm just trying to find where that bonfire is that we end up before, so I can drop off there. But I think
What?
you know where the dude is with the where you spawn in. Trying to figure out which bonfire that is.
It is when you spawn in.
Yeah.
What? Which did?
No. You know when you after your cutscene you're looking at.
Oh yeah.
You
It's down. It's down to the left of what do you call it? Central, not central. It's the
Cathedral Ward?
Vicar Amelia Church. So I'm trying to remember where the fuck that is.
It's the Cathedral Ward.
Hang on, I was gonna say I'll tell you in a second, but it's not gonna tell me which fucking bonfire this is it?
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it might be Cathedral Ward. But no, like I said, as much as I hate to do it, as soon as we've just got someone else jumping in, I think that might be a good place to call it. After finishing ROM.
Yeah, that's fair, man. If that's what you want to do.
I know you started a little bit late, but
What time is it now?
11, a little bit 11. I should probably make some food.
That's
I haven't
fine.
really eaten.
You've not eaten, Belry?
No. I know, right? How do I maintain this figure? It's not this one either.
Believe me, man, if that's all it took, I'd be a lot better than I am now.
Oh, no, Christ. Do you know what, right.
I genuinely forget to eat so fucking often.
I installed Pokemon Go because someone at work was like, got us curious about it. And I was like going to Brum and I was figured I'd be walking around a lot, so you know what, why not? Let's have a look. And it's still on my phone and it tells you how far I've walked. And last week when I came back to work, I walked just shy of 100,000 kilometers. Oh, sorry, yeah, just shy of, I think it was something like 68,000 kilometers. No, 78,000 kilometers.
Forgive me. So.
And what's your crack, lady? And see, I'm like, Christ, you think I'd be in better shape doing that every week, wouldn't you? But alas, if the lights are on, you would see the state I am. But I guess it's a good thing that you won't see the light. So I don't have my ring lights up.
Oh, kind hunter. Thank you. Well, only Nan, but she's a kind.
There we go. Finally found my souls. Just sort of stumble
You've
fuck
just
my way
been running
along.
around in the void.
Running around in the sea, yeah. Trying to find them. It took quite a while.
I'm proud of you. How many did you get?
I had 46k.
Serious?
So it was actually worth it.
Probably enough for a level or two.
Yeah, enough for at least one level, I think.
Mm.
I have 46k now, which means I must have got like 30k back or something like that. I think I had like 16 on me.
That's not bad.
Right, let's keep putting it in and stuff then.
I want to put another couple points into Arcane so I can use that weird shell.
What is the weird shell? What does it do?
Shoots tentacles.
See.
It's apparently one of those things that does like one of the magic items. And I'm like, I'll give it a go. We'll see what it does. Yes, anyway, I think I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to make some big tweet.
Should I find someone for us to raid into then, Barry?
You can, yeah. Yeah, go for it. And I'll try and remember how to do it. But thanks to everyone who popped in. It's good to be back. I'm happy to start doing this again, and we will be continuing this on Wednesday again.
We shall be, yes.
And
We'll also be doing indie horror games tomorrow night. Deep Rock Galactic on Friday. Then maybe some Phasmo after, depending if we've got people interested.
Oh, so you started Deep Rock. I quite like a bit of Deep Rock.
Yeah, it's me, Zeph, Tom, and Meow. So it's a lot of fun.
What do you play?
Sunday's live RPG at 2:00 in the half 2 in the afternoon, BST. Then I think after that our next stream is Tuesday because I do not think it's everlasting week. So yes, that's our next couple of streams. Would you rather? Let's give you the options. Would you rather? Let's see. There's someone playing Ghostwire Tokyo, but I don't think we've actually spoke to them properly. I think they were someone we rolled into before. Would you rather Dragon Age Inquisition? Someone playing Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, or I can't remember who that is, or someone playing Cuphead, or someone playing Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, Hit and Run. Absolutely Hit and Run.
Alright.
It's a classic.
I will set that right up then.
It's a classic. Can't go wrong with a bit of Simpsons Hit and Run. If Monday is free, by the way, I'm off Monday, and if there's no else on there, I don't mind either doing some more of this as well, or doing something else.
I could potentially do that. It depends entirely on a couple of other things with me, but I will let you know beforehand.
No worries. So yeah, Monday TBC. We'll see what's happening.
Yep. All right. Well, take care, folks. Have a great rest of the week. Hopefully, we will catch you for some more stuff soon. But we will send you over to Blockbuster Chick, who, if I remember right, is a Scottish girl who lives in America now.
Oh.
And she's playing Hit and Run. She usually does a couple of other random things. She's usually quite good to watch. So let's roll over and see where it goes.
I should play Hit and Run. It's a great game.
So yeah, take care, folks. Catch you later.
Likewise. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.